but I'll still be around for editing text and things.
We are
I
live.
summed up that meeting, huh?
No, pretty fun.
Are we
good,
live?
We are live.
Why?
Why not? Why not?
10:50.
Can we just say that we're early today?
I'm still in the middle of my bagel.
I just clicked on our live stream and it went to Muse taste test.
Oh,
What the heck?
Oh,
that's odd.
Nice.
Well,
we
enjoy.
are live.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were kidding.
Yeah, we're a whole 5 minutes early, not 55 minutes late.
Losing a stare down with Wave. Oh,
What happened?
they're talking about the thumbnail. Somebody was having a staring contest with you. They didn't realize it was a static picture.
It was the entire Babymetal community that was staring down Wave at that moment.
Right.
I actually don't even know what you guys are talking about with that. I can't wait to hear about
Either.
it.
All right.
Yeah.
Me either.
Someone's saying it's echoey.
It was
You're
Wave.
echoey.
Wave was echoing for a second.
Must be your empty
Am I
head.
now? Am I still?
No,
I'm
not
wearing
anymore.
headphones. I'll put my
I'll
headphones
turn my
on.
fan off and suffer.
They're still
I
saying
I didn't
there's
know
so
we
much-
were live.
They're
I
saying
thought we had
there's-
5 minutes.
They're saying there's so much echo.
Slap 5 minutes.
Is that better?
I don't know if they're trolling us or not. Yeah. No echo for Brian.
Sweet. Hey, Brian.
Hijinks says
And
the echo.
everyone.
Cancel.
So I'm an idiot.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, thanks. I've done it before myself, so I understand.
Welcome to the Gotcha Guys podcast. We're talking about Japanese music news, and we are grilling Wave today because he
All
changed his
right.
thumbnail.
Hey,
I'm
I
just
can't
pissed
see
that
you, Alan.
Good. You don't need to see me. I'm just kidding.
Camera
I'm just
on.
kidding.
I want
I'm
to
kidding.
look into your eyes.
Oh, you want to look at my eyes? I'm pissed because you changed your thumbnail and you cowered to the rabid fan base.
I changed it back though.
Oh, you did? Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I forgive you.
after you talked to me, I was like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Screw
Okay,
it.
I completely forgive you then. Problem solved. Problem solved. So, anyways, if anybody doesn't know, Wave was expressing his love for BandMAID and why he thought it was saving rock, but he planned on doing on how other bands save rock also, but people already jumped down your throat ahead of time, of course, and yeah. So you're gonna go ahead and explain that to everyone.
Aren't you aware of other bands, Wave? There are
Yeah.
other bands.
Did you know
Oh,
that?
are there? It's
you?
not like the whole point of the video was about that or anything. Okay, here's the thing.
Sarcastosaurus.
Here's the thing that I do understand people getting upset about. Someone
Okay.
told me that they searched for a Babymetal reaction on YouTube search, and my video popped up. I clicked on it. Obviously, they were disappointed. But I don't even know how that happened, because Babymetal's not anywhere in the metadata of that video. The only place they are is in the thumbnail. So I don't know how
That's how.
YouTube put my video up under Babymetal reaction search.
Do you have
Yo,
a
that is
tag?
algorithm shit
Did you
right
tag
there,
the
man.
baby? Did you tag
Like they're
Babymetal?
scanning my thumbnail?
How about tags? Did you put tags in there for Babymetal?
No.
No. Hey,
I
speaking of
don't
this,
think
just real
so.
quick, I saw a Champ video for the first time today on my feed. I was shocked.
First time.
First
It
time.
actually popped up.
It actually popped up. Anyways, back
Congrats,
to
man.
Yeah, just had to mention that real quick. But go ahead.
Which video
But-
was it?
I don't know. Oh,
well, it's
He was
good
like,
to know
I
that
didn't
you
watch
cared-
it.
Oh,
you
Hana
cared
BA.
enough to notice,
Hana
but not
BA.
enough to click on it.
Hana BA.
Didn't fucking watch
Was
it.
it Unleash?
No, it was Hana BA. Hana BA. Neat,
Oh.
neat game. Yeah.
Hanabia. Oh, okay. So some popped up. All right, that's nice. I think my BandMAID videos usually still pop up for people, but like nothing else. So I'll take some Hanabia. Hell yeah.
So what's up, Wave? What's up
Go
with
ahead,
these?
Wave. Back to what you were
Well,
saying.
I mean, I just want to cut through all the BS because I know, like, it's easy to, in the comments section, you don't get to hear people's tone of voice. You don't get to have a real-time conversation. But basically, the purpose of the video was to say that the series isn't meant to put BandMAID on a pedestal. It's more about wanting to explore all the bands in the scene that have helped keep rock alive. And like the title itself, the Rock is Not Dead or Rock Revived thing, it's just kind of a goofy nod to Gene Simmons' quote when he was like, rock is dead and the fans killed it. And he was all pissed because, rock wasn't the the multi-million-dollar cash cow that it was when he started, you know?
Okay.
But anyway, I mean, the Rock Revive thing too. It's not just about BandMAID. That particular video is about the part BandMAID played in it, in reviving a passion for rock for me personally, and a lot of people that I've seen in the comments and talked to in the community. You know, I wouldn't know who Babymetal is if I didn't hear BandMAID first. Like, BandMAID was my gateway into this whole community. So the series is more about my personal experience, you know,
Yeah.
having my passion for rock reignited. So that's the no BS version. That's the basis of my goals around the series. And, you know, my favorite thing about the Japanese community is that it is a community. It's not a competitive cutthroat scene like I was used to before I discovered Japanese music. I mean, Kaiko from Shoya does the Now and Yaon Festival where they support other artists. Herman Lee does his stream. He has other artists on and promotes them. And, I mean, when Saki was on his show from Nemophila, she mentioned BandMAID. It's like they all support each other. They all have each other's backs. So it's sad to see some fans turning it into a competition when it's really not between the bands themselves.
Yeah.
And I get it, like, people are passionate about their favorite bands.
I got something to say, though. I got to say this.
too.
Yeah, go for it.
I feel that Babymetal is disconnected
There you go.
from them. I do feel that. As much as I love Babymetal, I hate to say this, and look, they have done pictures with some of the Japanese scene and stuff like that, but you don't see as many like behind the scenes with them in pictures and stuff with other bandmates, other than
That
shows.
explains a lot, then.
Other than shows. I'm a huge Babymetal is my favorite, like one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, but I gotta say, from just looking from outside in, I've seen pictures and stuff, you know, after shows and stuff with bands, but you don't see them hanging out with them. Maybe they do, and I don't know about it. That's totally possible too. But I still love the band either way. But maybe that's why. Maybe there's a disconnect right there.
Yeah, that
Well, there's
makes
that,
sense.
and then just social media presence. You know, the other bands that Wave mentioned are very they're on it a lot, man. They're doing stuff and letting people know they're doing things. And BandMAID, whatever they got going on is a big plan, but it's sporadic. So I mean, dude, I can't blame. I mean, obviously, I think the same thing about BandMAID. If I'm going to feature a band, it's going to be them because they're my favorite friggin' band. So let somebody whose favorite band is Babymetal make a video about it.
yeah,
know.
exactly.
So it's not
That'd be cool to see.
just because you didn't make it about them. It's not at this. It's just here's what's on my fucking mind.
I'm
Yeah.
sure you're gonna get the Babymetal anyways. So I mean, that's why we're watching
Yeah.
concerts.
Yeah,
every month,
I want
so,
to, because I
yeah.
think they have a really interesting story too.
They do.
But like, yeah, what you just said makes a lot of sense and kind of, you know, explains a lot why this is happening. And I get why people are so passionate about their favorite bands. And like Ryan was just saying, I think we figured out in the BandMAID Discord the other day that BandMAID's released like 50 fresh songs, like whether it was the acoustic remakes or, you know, just singles, albums, everything. Like 50 songs since their last live show at Line Cube Shibuya until last night, you know?
Yeah, like over a concert's worth of songs that they
Yeah.
haven't even had a chance
So-
to play live yet.
BandMAID is constantly on the forefront of our minds because they're always putting out new music. And so,
Same
yeah.
with Nemophila. Nemophila too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With all their covers, YouTube videos, and everything. But I guess basically, you know, you may think you're supporting your favorite band, but in reality, like one of our first episodes, we watched that Finn video that we actually could agree with, where he talked about if you go around kind of pouncing on people who are promoting music in the industry, you're kind of driving away potential fans that might really love those bands if you were kind to them and helped show them around the community, but instead you're driving them away because they look at you and they're like, yikes, I don't want to hang out here. So
Yikes.
Yeah.
but
It's
anyway,
just the fan wars, man. At the end of the day, like honestly, like, I feel like we could sit here and psychologically break down, like, you know, all of the philosophies behind why this stuff happens, but really it's just that there are a few bands or groups or whatever that are really big in the industry, and the biggest ones are the ones that get the most haters, because that's how life works, right?
True.
And also the fans of the biggest ones also tend to hate the second biggest or the third biggest, and I've seen this happen constantly in the K-pop world. Also, I do think what you guys said though about them, Alan especially, saying that they were like a little bit, you know, they're a little bit disconnected from the rest of the community, is probably pretty accurate, because I see the same thing happen with Blackpink in K-pop, where it's like, you know, like a lot of those groups, like you see them together, you see them all at like you know, performing at like what do you call it, like comeback stages and stuff together, or going on the competition shows, and then there are a couple of those groups that just never do that, you know what I mean? And I feel like Babymetal, like I don't know, when was the last time that they performed with one of the bands that that I've known? I'm not sure. Like what was their last performance, Babymetal, before COVID? Do we know?
I have no idea.
And they haven't come back since COVID, right? So it's been a few years.
Budokan was the last concert, if I'm not mistaken.
Was that 2020?
That was because they had the 2021, but I can't remember which
2021.
month it was.
Okay, so it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that long ago. I'm just saying that, like, from what I see from them, it's like they are the number one. You know, they're the biggest one. So
yeah,
it's just natural that that's gonna happen.
Yeah, well, like I said many times on my stream, I don't really give a fuck about all this. In my opinion, I just fucking love the music. I love it so much. I don't care. Like, honestly, like that's what it comes down to. That's why I love showing you guys the concerts. I can't wait to show you guys the concerts on the 18th. I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just in a mood today, but like, it's just like, I just fucking love the music. It's so good. And when they do come out with something, it's exceptional. So yeah, I'm willing to wait.
It's kind of what we got to do.
Out, you know?
Well, I'm sorry. I was talking over you.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Good.
Well, that's kind of what we gotta do. Is like, I want to keep up with the comments, because I really appreciate a lot of people in the community, and I want to see their comments and respond to them. But it's those ones that, like, you know, really grab your attention are the ones that are mean, you know, or that
it is.
So it's like you said, just ignoring all that BS and focusing on the music is the way to go, because that stuff does drag you down, and then it saps your energy for future stuff. And
yeah,
you know,
this is a
it
great,
makes you feel like you got to talk
comment.
about it later.
This is a great comment right here. Let's not forget Babymetal is metal, not rock. It's a very good point. They are very
metal
based.
Metal is a genre of rock, though.
Yeah.
So.
I don't want to separate it like that.
Yeah, but I mean, they're a drastically different genre than you know, like BandMAID,
every band we mentioned is.
Yeah, I mean, like
Wagaki
band, like Wagaki band is nothing like, you know, Passcode either, but they're both fucking cool, and they're both, you know, Japanese rock bands, I would say, right? At the end of the day, and we should be able to support them all at the same time. Like, I really don't see why not. I've bitched about this constantly on my streams. Like, guys, just get the fuck over the fan wars. Like, just move past it. If you like, that's ultimately what it comes down to. I know we're trying to be nice and, like, you know, beat around the bush here. No, fuck that noise. All right, it's fucking stupid to fight over whose band needs to get the most recognition at any moment. Just,
you don't
like,
think I find it frustrating that there's so many people that don't like the bands I like as much as I like the bands, when I know I'm right? But you know what? I'm not going to guilt them into liking them. You're not going to guilt anybody into liking anybody.
Yeah.
Anything in the world.
So I'm just going to talk about it, and the people that like it, man.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. Cool. If you don't like what we're doing, don't watch.
Well, that being said, let's listen to this Babymetal clip.
Hell yeah. More baby.
Probably the longest clip that we've gotten so far.
That was a good sound.
It was also like the most melodic thing I think we've heard so far from the releases.
For sure.
Sounded good. I liked it.
Wave, you wanted me to bring this up right here. This.
Oh yeah. Okay.
BandMAID.
So speaking of clickbait, which I was accused of a lot on that video, here's an example of real clickbait.
Well, hold on. Let me explain clickbait. All right, so yes, you're clickbaiting people, but if you talk about what you're like baited people in to watch, I don't consider it clickbait. Am I tripping? I guess you're still clickbaiting them in,
Well,
so you're still baiting them in. But you're talking about the topic that you're talking about. You did
Yeah, you're
address
right. You're
it.
right.
You addressed it. How was it clickbait? If you addressed what you meant and what you want to say, and you said why not them, right, in your thumbnail or something like that.
Yep.
And then you talk about it literally in the first 30 seconds of your video. Like you explain yourself. So
Yeah,
I
but
don't
if you
really
missed
consider
that, how do you know?
If you don't
Yes.
watch the video, then
Yeah,
yeah,
didn't listen to the
clickbait.
first 2 minutes of the video.
Yeah, if you don't listen to the first 2 minutes and skip that 2 minutes, then yeah, it's clickbait for you, I guess. But I mean, what? Okay, let me reiterate this. Yes, it's clickbait still technically, but it's not misleading clickbait. How about
Yeah,
that? It's not.
I don't think
misleading
clickbait is a
yeah.
bad thing because
Yeah.
that's what a thumbnail is.
Exactly.
It's what gets you interested in. It raises a question that you want answered, and you click on the video to get the answer. But misleading and dishonest clickbait is the problem. Like this thumbnail that says it's the full live show of BandMAID at the Download Festival when it's just some random hip hop music playing over some random stock video.
So this is
And it's
misleading clickbait.
Yes, that's what this is.
Right.
So
What the fuck?
But it gets fucking views, and people sit there and complain. Oh, this is freaking stupid.
Yeah. But only has one like, I think, last time I checked. So
Yeah,
Wow.
haven't we come to a point on internet society anyway where like it's kind of we're memeing almost, right?
Nobody's
like
commented
when
on
you do
this.
when you do a clickbaity title, but you actually do address the topic.
Here.
It's like you're not supposed to
Yeah.
take it completely
Bullshit.
seriously, right?
exactly.
There we
It
go.
is. It's a little meme
There
for
we got
the
a comment. Bullshit.
Yeah, it's like a meme title.
What does it say?
For bullshit.
Yeah, there you go. Now call that shit out because it's a straight up lie, right? Like they're just fucking lying about what that video is.
I had to. Ryan, you said my camera is not showing. Is it not showing?
No,
No.
Zoom.
Not on Zoom?
We're just
Yeah.
catching you 6 seconds later on YouTube.
Oh, really? It says
Yeah,
it's
so you
working
share-
over here. Oh, shit. I
share
know why.
things that-
Here we go. Got it. Now you guys can see
All
me.
right, good.
My
good.
bad. My bad.
Oh, there
All
you
right.
are.
Yeah, there I am.
I
Yeah,
like
you
to
guys can
see you
me.
when I'm talking to you.
AJ.
I thought you were seeing me the whole time.
Sorry. All right.
So that was what you were going to talk about with the BandMAID stuff?
Yeah, I'm all wrapped up now.
All right. Well,
I
how's
think-
everyone's week? Let's go with Ryan.
It's good. My week was good. There's some new music going on. I was pretty happy about. And
A lot of new music. Jesus.
yeah, I put out a couple. I put out an Unleash video. That's pretty cool. That's fun to make.
Oh yeah, it's
Actually,
fun to watch.
I did two of them because I fucked up my sound on the first one, and I played guitar with it and stuff. And the only recording of the guitar I got through was through the mic on the laptop, electric strings,
Nice.
So I put that on my Patreon and made another video. So I got 70 or over 70 minutes of talking about Unleash. So that's good.
I highly recommend you watch Ryan's video because you get to see him dance.
I can't help it, dude. It's like he starts rapping. I can't help it. That's just one of the coolest things my ears have ever had the
Oh.
pleasure of hearing.
I have a quick question for you guys. Speaking of that little bridge in Unleashed, that's kind of like, at first it gave me like Spanish vibes, but it's got all the samples and stuff, like the piano and everything. Did you guys think that was kind of a little Koopa nod? Because when I listened to it, just that part, it sounds like something that would be in a Koopa song.
I hear that.
Maybe.
It
I don't
had
know.
that
but they had
vibe.
the direct line, there's probably just I don't know.
Like
I
maybe
think it's
Miku
pretty cool.
using what she learned from producing Koopa.
Was
in-
that samples, by the way? Because everybody in the comments on my page was saying it's a harpsichord.
I think
Who
it was a
fucking knows? It could have been anything.
a sped up anything that's sped up or pitch shifted up sounds like a harpsichord because of the really high octave, like clicky sound in it. But it could be a harpsichord. It sounds like one, but I think it's more like a
It was
pitched
a
up
real
piano.
harpsichord from 18 fucking 32. They use that shit.
Yeah, clavinet. That would be sweet.
All right. Well, and
Oh,
also,
I'm not done. I put out a video with my family taste testing some Japanese food that Pohoji-san sent me.
nice.
So that's fun. I had my brother and my son and my wife on. That was first appearances on video, and we had some I can't remember the proper names, but some dried shredded squid, seasoned squid. And
That looked good.
Yeah. Chew on that and have some sake with it. It's freaking great.
Oh,
Champ
right.
doesn't think so. And then
I just
Champ,
as
there
you
was
were
a-
explaining that, and then Wave said, "Oh, that sounds fucking great." I was on the total opposite side of the
I'm gonna
world
fucking
right
puke.
there. So
Same.
I was just
Oh.
shocked by his response. But hey, man, to
you want
each
to hear
your
what
own,
the
more
other
power
what the
to
other
you.
one was?
I
Yeah,
don't
I was
know. What
Dried
was it?
sardines, the whole fish, and almonds.
Together, like you put the sardine on the almond.
No, you
No.
put the sardine in your mouth with the almonds.
Skeptical
Oh.
champ.
Sardine, it's like small.
Listen, I am just an ignorant white boy from New Jersey who eats pizza and bagels every day. I'm not gonna lie,
Nice.
But it was good, man, because it's just something we're just not familiar with. So it was very different, but it was I'm not gonna say instead of grabbing some fucking Chips Ahoy cookies, I'm gonna grab some dried fish and almonds. But if I'm in the mood for something different,
Right.
it's there. So
Hey,
it was
man,
fun,
that's-
man.
It
It's
sounds
cool.
good. You gotta try everything anyway, right? Like
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah.
I would try it, but it does not
fun.
sound appetizing for me.
No,
Yeah,
I'll
me
try
neither,
it.
buddy.
I'd imagine not.
My my favorite food is sushi, so it looks really good to me.
All right. To be fair, I love sushi also. It's just
I
that that's
don't.
like
I don't like sushi.
I don't know, man. I feel like part of the sushi also is like that it looks magical to me. I don't know.
Yeah,
like
it does.
Yeah, because this is
visual
like a little
aesthetic of
dried
it.
up fish with eye holes.
Yeah, exactly. Like whenever I think of like a sardine, I think of like, that. What you just explained right there. And I don't want
Fish with
fish heads
eye
in my
holes.
mouth.
That's what I put in
there's-
my
it's
mouth.
different. Yeah, that's it. That's
It
good.
was
It's
good.
rough for me.
They looked like seasoned onion strings, the squid.
Yeah.
You know those little onion strings you put on burgers and stuff?
All right. But yeah, that was good, man. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
fun.
Okay,
So yeah,
cool.
there's my non-bandmade thoughts.
Well, I'm done eating my breakfast for the day.
I think happy thoughts.
I'm just
He sees
picturing
sardine
fish.
eye holes.
Does anybody
eye
want the
holes.
rest of my bagel from New Jersey?
That looks like a squid before it's ripped apart. No. It doesn't. It doesn't actually. It looks obviously doesn't look anything like a squid.
Wait,
What'd you
what
do,
about
Rave?
Yeah. Oh wow, we're on the same page on that
Oh,
one.
nice. Well, Unleashed came out, so that was pretty much my whole week. We did the reaction together, which was super fun.
That
You
was
have
pretty
to-
fun.
See
Love that.
Ryan
Love that.
sitting in his car, just curmudgeon Ryan.
What?
When the train goes. That was good stuff.
Yeah.
I was rewatching it and just losing it.
Honestly, we should do that. And by the way, everybody out there, I just want to point out that we're not just doing that for BandMAID, right? Like, I want to do that when Babymetal releases their first
Oh, yeah.
track
Fuck
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted
like,
to,
I
I
wanna do
wanted
that,
to do it
like,
with
with-
If they ever release anything,
Oh,
that was
Dun dun dun.
what's the audio version
That
of
was bad.
Clickbait?
That time. But other than that, I did
oh
did
Jesus.
my deep dive into the Unleashed music video, where I was actually watching Champ's reaction, and I think Bill put a comment about like the meaning of the black cloud in the music video, and then everything just started to click with me as I watched the video. So it was like, I made that video and then I posted it because you know how consuming it is to make a video. Then I go to the BandMAID community Discord. And I'm like, oh, everyone already figured this out. So
Yeah, they are fast on.
I
man.
thought you
They're
just
fucking
watched everybody else's
detectives.
video and then made your own.
oh,
That's cool that you had that connection though.
yeah.
If I
I
can,
didn't at all. I just want to point that out. I saw zero connections until everybody told me what they were and where they were, and now
I'm with you
cool.
on
Makes it
that.
even better.
I was like, you guys made me enjoy it so much more. I talked about it on yesterday's podcast. Like, we're just watching Ryan's video and then watching Waves afterwards. I'm like, oh, I need to start paying attention to these interviews more often. I'll probably know some stuff.
Right, when we reacted to it, that video went right over my head. I had no idea what was going on.
For
Yeah,
sure.
like they're all starting in different positions from like their older music videos and stuff like that, and then like being saved, right? Like that's what was happening.
Yeah.
They each started in like a different music video, and then the Black Cloud came together, and then like they ultimately came together through the Black Cloud and became one single entity as these superheroes. That's the ultimate story behind it, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what I was being told.
There's multiple theories, and who
What's
who
your
knows
favorite
what's
theory?
right?
Anyone have a favorite theory? Mine's waves.
The one I just said.
Mine's waves. Mine's waves.
Champ's theory is that the Black Cloud is the hero.
No, is that what I said? I didn't mean to say that.
Oh, that's what I got.
No, the Black Cloud was COVID, and then the Black Cloud like
I did not get
was
that from
covering
you.
them.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I was lost. What doesn't kill you
I
makes
was
you
lost,
stronger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm almost positive about that part, the COVID part.
And everyone thinks I missed the banana, but if you watched my video, I literally put banana like in big letters on the screen.
Yes, you did. Yeah. You
as Akane went by.
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny.
You
Made me
still
laugh
missed
out
it.
loud.
You still missed it though. I don't know why you
Yeah,
missed
it
it.
starts out with sticks and then mid transition, it just goes right to a banana. It's like, man.
Oh, hey, Ryan's frozen. This is great. We got freeze.
Oh my God.
Yeah, look at that face.
Oh yeah, it's because I stopped the connection to the phone because I'm an idiot.
Well, while he's figuring out
At
that,
least it's a good freeze frame. Let me fix that.
yeah, did anyone know that Lisa's guitarist released a solo album, which I'm kind of curious to hear. Hazuki. I didn't even know she had a specific guitarist for her group. So something to check out for everyone if anybody wants to know more about the
Is
guitarist.
this a different
Wait,
Hazuki?
you
Isn't
didn't know
Hazuki from Nemophila too?
Hazuki from Nemophila? Yeah, she was working with Lisa before Nemophila, I believe.
Yeah,
No,
that's where she was.
Nice.
I knew her from
Alan.
Lisa X before I heard Nemophila, I think.
Come on, Alan.
No, I'm talking about this guy. What are you guys talking about?
What guy?
Hazuki, the vocalist of Lynch.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's why I asked. Is it a different Hazuki? Then?
Yeah, it's a different Hazuki. I thought you guys could see the
Okay.
picture. My bad.
No,
Yeah, sorry, I
everything's
called-
blurry on Zoom.
Oh, really? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, but
Yeah,
anyways,
we can't read what you're showing. I see it like 20 seconds
But
later
it's
over on the
it's
screen.
clear on YouTube though.
Yeah, I can read it on
that's
on
so
YouTube.
weird. I'm sorry, guys. I thought you could see it. My bad. My bad. That's my bad. But here, can you see it now? But anyways, here's a little
Oh
snitch
yeah,
of
that's
this.
better.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I can't play much of it, but it sounds like Visual K style vocals, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, what is that?
What'd you say, right?
I'd rather hear Rena, who was singing with her before.
Uh,
Wait, what was that? I don't even, that's a solo thing by somebody that worked
Yeah,
with
as
her?
a
Wait, so-
solo, he played guitar for
What the fuck are you talking about?
Lisa.
for Lisa, not Lisa X. For
Not Lisa
Lisa,
X,
like
Lisa.
the Demon Slayer singer.
The Lisa.
Oh, that's
Too many
that's so
goddamn-
ironic because Hazuki played from Nemophila played with Lisa X.
Yes.
Yeah, I
So
know.
it's like,
That's why this
what?
gets all confusing.
Somebody
right?
wasn't listening. Maybe not.
I thought it was. Yeah.
Maybe
all right.
you.
No,
could've
this
been
is
clear.
this is. Don't blame ourselves for this one. They've got a
Alan, what
Lisa
the
with the
fuck?
Suzuki and another
I
Lisa
specifically
with a
said
Suzuki.
from
You're being
Lisa.
racist.
Oh, see, now,
I said
Jesus
I did
Christ.
not
Christ.
say Lisa
You know what?
X. Lisa X did not come out of my mouth. I said Lisa. Just saying.
Alan's right. We were wrong.
Assume-
And I had to slide up and everything. Like
yeah.
I was
think we
helping you
just
all out.
I'm sorry, Alan.
It's okay.
Lisa was a popular name back in the day.
Yeah. Hey,
There's
anyways,
also a Lisa in K-pop that's just called Lisa. Also,
That's
There's
true.
All these Lisas
Frank
out here.
Frank likes that.
Capital
with
I.
Lisa.
See, doesn't Lisa and Lisa X both have a small I in the Lisa part, which
No.
makes it even?
Lisa X band does not do that because I got corrected on that. Only Lisa does that.
I think
Okay.
the L is not capitalized, but all the other letters are.
It's like Isa.
Wait, what?
That's what this one,
Just making
this
shit
one
up.
comments.
Just trying to cause more controversy.
Are we? What the fuck are we talking about? Right. Anyways,
I
next
don't know.
news
Can you
article.
read that
Capital
article?
letters.
I don't
Alright.
even know what that
Alright.
article was about.
So the guitarist from Lisa,
Lisa.
the singer, the guy
The
who
singer.
played guitar for Lisa, has a solo album out. It sounds pretty
Right.
interesting.
Cool.
You know,
Is he the
just-
one singing?
It's like passing. Yes, I think he is the one singing. Yeah, because he does
not
sing.
playing guitar?
Yes.
It was called Ego?
It's called.
Or
Damn it! I already closed the article.
Egoist, I saw. Egoist.
My bad.
oh, okay, sweet.
All right, Lonesome
did
Blue
it, guys.
makes an international debut with EP First Utterance, supported by Love Bites. That's pretty cool to hear. So I got some support
Supported.
from there. Next Generation Girls rock band Lonesome Blue powers up debut EP First Utterance with the release of the International Edition. First release in Japan in June 22 or June 22nd. Sorry. The first track EP goes worldwide on September 2nd. Notably, the songs include English lyrics written by Asami, the vocalist for Love Bites. So really cool. Really cool to
Nice.
see that support. You know, we were
Yeah.
just talking about that, right? We were just talking
Community
about them
support.
supporting. Yeah, we're just talking about that. So fit in perfectly. And now we're going to get into some BandMAID news.
Sweet.
Can I mention one thing before we dive into this?
Yes.
A cover was put out that myself and Muse did of the acoustic version of YOLO by BandMAID.
Yes.
I didn't mention that in my week because I was rushed along in my description.
Oh, we
of my
didn't
week. I'm gonna
finish
blame you
talking
guys.
about our weeks.
No, not really.
Yeah. Ryan,
I
you
want
wanna-
to just make sure Orange put that out, and it came out really beautiful. Her voice is amazing. So if you would please check that out. YOLO cover by myself
check
and
that out.
Muse.
Over on your channel? Ryan, your channel?
No, it's on
Orange?
Orange. Yeah.
Cool.
Before we get into this BandMAID talk about Unleash, Champ, tell us about your week. Sorry, I don't even know how I
I guess.
skipped over all that.
Well,
Yeah.
God damn. Okay.
I was kind of happy that it skipped over me. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't gonna pull this back around. I honestly, if I'm being honest, I just worked like I did this all week. Like I just made a bunch of videos for Patreon. I did a live stream. I did the other live stream with you guys, and then yesterday I was kind of putting together our Twitter account and stuff like that. By the way, we have a Twitter account that's like actively being used now. So it should be in the description right now.
Nice.
If you click over there, we'll give you like updates, like if they like today, if we're going to be late or something, or if we're going to be early, or because that happens all the time. But anything that changes,
Hey,
or
we were
any
5
really
minutes
special
early
news,
today.
I'll be posting over there also.
Yeah, we were 5 minutes early today.
Yeah, we were 5 minutes early to them. I should have posted that. I should at 11:55. I should have gone on Twitter and been like, "All right, guys, sorry, we started 5 minutes early today."
sorry.
Yeah,
We're
sorry
early for a
about that.
late start. That means we're right on time.
Yeah, exactly.
There's one more thing I wanted to point out too quick before we go into BandMAID. So the stylization for Lisa X, there's dashes between Lee and Sa.
Ah, true.
And
Very
I
true.
think the X too.
Is the I capitalized or not? That's all I'm worried about.
No.
Okay.
Capital
That's all he's
L,
worried about.
slow or lowercase I.
So it is
Dash.
lowercase.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, but
That's
is
all.
the S capitalized then? Because that's what's going to
Yeah.
be different.
No.
No,
Because-
so it's just the first letter of the name is capitalized. Like
and
a
then the
normal
X
name
is
would be.
capitalized.
You guys are
Okay,
hurting my
so
brain.
That's her middle name, and
My
her last
brain
name
is
is
hurting
Band,
right
right?
now.
It's Lisa, middle name X, last name Band.
My brain
So that
is
makes
hurting
sense.
so
This
bad.
is Lisa X Band. Oh,
Miss
it's
Band?
getting there with you, Alan.
SA-X Band.
I thought it
That's
was
different
simple.
from actually. Nothing is simple.
All right. Sorry, guys. Alan, how was your week?
I'm sorry, my brain's still exploding over spelling of Lisa. No, just kidding. Fuck, I don't know. No, it's a really good week. I mean, we did the stream. That was amazing. I had fun doing that. I can't wait to do that again, to be there for the premiere. That was a blast. And honestly, Wave's idea, I saw Wave do it in the past, and I'm like, why don't we do all the Gaijin guys? So I hit up these guys in the morning, and we
Some
pulled
of
it
us
off.
work.
Yeah, we pulled it off, and Ryan got time off, so shout out to Ryan's boss. Shout out to you.
Pam.
Thanks, Ryan's boss.
And I put out a video every single day this week, so that was good achievement. I wanted to get back on that. So, and then I had Ray from One Eye Closed come on for a reaction to Hagane, and that was really fun. So check that out.
I checked them out for the first time this week too.
Yeah, he has a lot of insights in the scene. Him and I are working on some things. He will be coming on the Guys and Guys podcast soon, along
Who?
with Ray from When I Close, and he's under JPU
Uh-huh.
Records. So
Cool.
yeah, so that's pretty exciting. We'll be getting him out soon. We're just trying to figure out about getting the whole band or not the whole band and stuff like that. And we're working on a cover to be announced soon. So it'll be cool. We're doing a cover
Sweet.
of a
Which
song
I'm not involved in.
that releases. You might be. You just don't know about it yet.
I don't think he wants to be. He's got like 50,000 other projects right now.
I'm involved in many, but I haven't actually. I've worked on them all so much that I'm confused with which ones I have
Yeah.
progress
Speaking
on.
of which, can we like take a second to process how many new songs have been released in the past week?
Well, that's going to talk about that
Sure.
in my week.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So
Go
yeah,
ahead.
there's like so many that came out. Like it was crazy because and I have this all on the list today. So we had Style, we had Hagane, we had BandMAID, we have Unlucky Morpheus, right?
Style
Coming
being-
up.
I like how you start with the song title, then you transition into the band
My
name.
bad.
those
My
didn't
bad.
even feel a song.
Style by Nemophila. Raise the Sullen released the video.
Oh, they did.
Yesterday.
Raise
all-
Swelin, right?
Swelin, sorry. Raise the Swelin. And they released the
Nice.
video. It's another one of those live ones. Really cool. And so, oh, wait, we're not there yet. But, God damn it, I lost my list. But yeah, Unlucky Morpheus also. Who else released the song? There's a lot. There's quite a bit. I think I hit all of them.
Hanabi, right?
Hanabi.
Did we
I
talk
think it was last week, but
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
but there's a
Okay.
lot. And then, of course, the song I've been listening to the most, though, out of all of these is Glim Spanky. I can't stop listening to that song. It's so amazing.
Yeah.
I know that came out,
Interesting.
last week? Or something like that. Such a good song. So fun to play, too, and stuff like that. So,
I haven't
And,
heard that yet.
Me neither.
yeah. You haven't heard the new Glim Spanky song?
No.
I
Nah,
haven't listened to it yet either.
no. I've still only heard the one Glim Spanky song that we checked out on our Patreon like last month or whatever. It was pretty good, but
There's one song I've been listening to, and I wouldn't mind talking about it.
What is it?
Yeah, we're gonna
Fucking
get to
Unleash,
it. We're
goddammit.
gonna get to it. I'm still talking. I haven't finished my week yet. I'm just trying to.
He got up and walked away again.
I'm just trying to finish my damn week. What's up with us?
Sorry. Someone muscle Ryan. He talks too much.
we can't talk about our week.
I'm just continue, man.
I'm
sorry.
trying.
I'm excited.
Got the rep. Well, fuck it. That's it. All right. Anyways, this
No,
Monday we're reacting
I
to
don't
all
wanna
these
do it like
new
that.
Japanese songs that are coming out. Like I can't wait. The whole band's coming together. We're gonna react to BandMAID with them again. Unleash. We're gonna be reacting to it. I've already seen it, of course, but Eric hasn't seen it. Frank hasn't seen it. So we're gonna be doing a live stream this Monday, reacting to Unlucky Morpheus, Glim Spanky, all the new fucking songs that came out this week. Raise the Swelin, everything. So. We're excited
I
to
gotta-
catch up on
yeah.
all the new songs. So
all right, just
I need
just
to check out too.
go just real quick.
no,
What is your favorite?
No.
What is your favorite? Each of you. What is your favorite of the new songs that came out?
Glim Spanky?
Without thinking, 5 seconds or
Glim
less.
Spanky.
Okay, Alan, Glim Spanky song. Wave.
Unleash.
Ryan.
Unleash.
Cool.
It's just been stuck in my head.
It's hard for me to pick between that and Style because Style was also so good.
What is it?
Fuck yeah, dude. Style was really good too. I love that too.
I think I mentioned Glim Spanky because I've been listening to it the most, but I forgot about Style. That's a really great song too. But
What about you,
Nemophila.
Champ?
It's not style. I'll say that.
But you said within 5 seconds, so it was
What is
Glim
it?
Spanky.
It's Unleash, probably, most likely. You know, I liked a lot of stuff that I listened to this week, but there were quite a few songs that I'm gonna be honest, I was a little disappointed with. So
Ooh.
yeah,
Jazz. I heard you checked out Asterism Dawn and weren't too thrilled with it.
I heard the same about you, my friend.
What?
Oh, I didn't hear it. Is that new?
That I didn't like it? I love
I wasn't. Listen, how do I say this? How do I
it. People in
phrase
the chat are starting shit. I'm just trying to have some fun.
Asterism. I did listen to Asterism for the first time, like a full song for the first time, and that was Dawn. and it was, you know, 8.5 minutes long, and it was a live performance, so it's kind of like the audio was a little bit like, you know, shaky or whatever. It sounded a little bit garage bandy, you know what I mean? So it was hard to exactly, you know what I mean? It's different than watching like an official live video or something like that. That being said, they're insanely talented instrumentalists, right? Like insanely. The guitarist especially is just wicked fast, you know, just absolutely a shredding beast, right?
Right.
But this was also a while ago that they wrote that song. Like this
Yeah,
is
it's
like
pretty
the
old.
beginning of their career, right? And you know, as far as like the writing went, I was just a little bit like, you know, there were like a couple cool parts or whatever, but I felt like the coolest parts came from the shredding. And usually I'm just looking for more, you know, memorable riffing, I guess, or something like that. And I didn't really feel like anything really stood out to me outside of the shredding parts.
Yeah, they got more where there's some good heavy riffing, to where with the 3-piece, it's, you know, it's tricky to do that because you lose your riffs when you go into a solo. But there's some other stuff where it's like straight up metal with a 3-piece band live, and it's pretty amazing. So I hear you. I hear you.
So what was his
I feel
favorite
like-
song? What was his favorite song again?
My favorite, I'd
Focus
have to go with Unleash.
Unleash
Like,
question mark.
Unleash, yeah, get rid of the exclamation points and replace it with 5 question marks, and that's my favorite song. I think it's Unleashed. I mean, I got to be honest, there were a lot of K-pop songs I listened to this week that I really liked, and there were quite a few rock songs I listened to that I was like, this isn't my favorite.
Well, now I feel
And
weird.
so I think Unleashed was my favorite. But you know,
Yeah. Well, Haruka was like 15 or 16 when that video was made. Rasterism.
Yeah, you could tell, dude. And she's so wicked at guitar, man. Like the speed that she was playing those solos at, you don't find a lot of people that can do that. You know, it was just so fucking fast and so fucking perfect.
Yeah.
You know that, you know. But I need to hear more. You know, I need to hear like, you know, what they could do in 2022 before I can like really be like, yeah, I love them.
Nice.
All right, moving on to BandMAID.
My boys next door like shredding, doing tapping and shit. That's awesome.
Hey, you gotta love to hear
BandMAID,
it.
you say?
BandMAID rockets back into action in Unleash music video, which we all saw, and apparently there's like 150 plus reactions or something like that. Something crazy.
Yep. There's a 100, at least 120 right now.
Nice.
That was the
120.
most
Wow.
they've had.
I think with that, within the release of the song, it's got to be. I know I saw a lot of new people checking them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have an awesome article over here on JRock News, just like going over it, talking about the video and stuff. But what did you guys want to add to it? Because I was going to address one thing first before you guys talk. A lot of people were not happy with the sound, I guess. And I was thinking about it a little bit deeper when I was thinking about synths. I kind of liking it because now it's like, it is BandMAID. Like, it's so unique that I haven't heard that sound anywhere else. Like from the Sense album or EP and this. If I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? You got to take some time to get used to it. But like that sound, if you're not a fan of it, but you can't deny that that's the BandMAID sound. You know what I mean? Compared to their other older stuff.
Part of it.
Their older stuff, like, it does sound like BandMAID, of course, but I don't know. It's kind of growing on me as into like, that's a really unique tone that I haven't heard anywhere else.
See, the crazy thing that some people pointed out was like, if you go back to like Screaming, it's kind of that could sit with these songs too.
Oh,
You know,
that's
there's a
true.
I
couple-
couldn't agree
So,
more.
and that's an old tune, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's one of the first ones they started getting their own, you know, their own writing credit. So it's kind of, it's been there, but I like it. And I mentioned in my video I made, it's like, the whole album is not going to be like that. You know, if it is, I'm cool with it, but I still would like to hear some of their other, I'd love if they threw a ballad on there that would just make me fucking cry like all their other ones. I want to hear a nice, clean, you know, Konami solo too, but I don't know.
I'm a little confused, honestly, but only because I kind of viewed, obviously they do a little bit different stuff with like the guitar when it comes to like the leads and the production that they're using on it, like Alan was saying, the pedal that she was using or whatever. Sounds a little bit different than normal, you know, when she does lead guitar work in their other songs. That being said, the actual structure of the song and like the riffs that are in this song kind of gave me more old school rock feels than new modern era progressive metal feels. And I saw a lot of people saying that they didn't really like that it was like still kind of going towards that progressive sound or whatever, but I felt like it was more of a tread backwards towards their older rock sound,
Yeah, I didn't
outside of
think it was
obviously that little
progressive.
bridge.
I didn't think it was that progressive either, actually.
Yeah, I felt like it was closer to their rock and roll sound than their progressive metal sound, which is, I think they kind of waver between the two of them.
Right. I threw it into a playlist with the synth songs because to me, I'm like, those sounds like those songs. And when I listen to them all back to back, but even within the synth single, those songs are just more different than I remember them being from each other. So they kind of got lumped together. But they're all.
I had the same thing recently too.
But they're still very different.
I think there's also an element of this that we saw a lot of, like, when we first started listening to BandMAID, a lot of us watched that like Lion Shibuya show, right? And we saw that official live version where they're doing all this stuff, right? And now these new songs, we're just hearing the recorded versions of them. And I mean,
that's good.
Who knows what they're gonna do when they actually pull these out live in front of a big crowd?
They did play synths,
and it won't be as compressed. It'll be like
nice.
We're hearing it on whatever platform we're fucking listening on, which is.
I think live it's going to sound way better because I got to say it is really compressed, the song, when I kept listening to it again. Like almost the drums felt weird a little bit to me too when I heard it more, that I felt sounded better in sense. Maybe that could be me. Like I said, I've only listened to it through like one speaker. So like, I don't know. I don't know. It feels weird like when I was like just playing it off my phone and stuff like that. I don't know. Is that just me or... It feels like, I don't know, like really.
I just turn the volume down if it sounds too compressed, and then it sounds good.
Yeah.
But for me, like the deeper I dive, because I was seeing a lot of comments too that like, not super happy with the new song. And like, I feel like it's almost like there's so much happening in the song that it's really hard to get a good read on it and process it all on the first listen. Because every time I listen to the song, the deeper I dive into it musically and like really pick it apart, like there's so much like interesting musicality going on behind the scenes. Like every time it goes to a riff, they play a different riff in a different key than they were in before. Like first the riff's in A, then it's in E, then it's in D. It's like they just keep changing up, keeping it fresh throughout the whole song. And that's what I love about BandMAID. So I was super happy with Unleash.
Wait, can you explain that a little further?
I think the music video just helped. Like, I think I enjoyed the music video more than the song after finding out like more of the story and stuff. And then I enjoyed the whole thing as a thing. Like, I'd rather listen to that song while watching the video. That's how I feel about it.
Cool.
Kind of.
My son loved the video. I showed him afterwards too, and he's like a big anime fan. He's total weeb, and he was just like, "This is awesome!" Like it was his favorite BandMAID video so far.
And the work and time and planning and thought that they put into that video, it's like such fan service because they're like putting all these Easter eggs in, references to past videos, and Koopa, like so much stuff that they threw into the video whilst telling an interesting story arc throughout. It's really cool.
That's what the thing I mentioned was like they didn't. All we ask of them is to give us their mastery of writing songs, and they do that as well as give you more than just a badass song. If you can hear it for the first time, you're like, this is amazing. But if you know about them and what they've went through, that we all went through, it's even more. It's fan service, man, because it works both ways. So it's just the constant amazing thing about them is here it is, it's awesome. Then you're like, yeah, if you look under this fucking candy shell, there's all this other shit going on that is even more awesome.
Hey, someone has noise coming in, like a lot of shh.
Oh, Rosie's vacuuming. Rosie!
Unbelievable.
She said sorry.
Wait, can you break down what you were talking about a little bit more when you said that there was the riffing was going from E to A to D or whatever?
Yeah, like
talking about Unleash.
Yeah, the first riff was like, the first time it goes to a riff, it's like the power chord thing, like the. Can you hear that at all?
Yeah, we can hear it. Yeah.
And then the second time, it was like.
Right.
That's the first one was in the key of A, playing different chords. Second one was in E, and then the third time they're in D. They're like, You know? So like those are all in the same little tiny connective parts after verses or whatever, but
Right.
they're all different.
That's crazy.
Right.
'Cause-
That is crazy.
So you got Psyche doing the same melody, but she's singing different words almost every time. The same time the vocal melody comes around, she's singing different lyrics. Yeah, I've talked about before where sometimes the whole song changes, and she's the only thread that's keeping the fact that it's the same song going.
Yeah.
Because everything else completely changed. That's got to be challenging for a singer when your background changes and you got to keep it the same melody and stuff. Not so. I mean, at this point, it's what they do. But even that first riff, when I was trying to learn it on my video, I'm like, well, it's a little different every time it gets played. Even the same riff.
Yeah.
Sometimes it holds on a little more, than sometimes it slides in the next one. I'm like, am I just not catching this, or is it changing every time?
Like between the first verse and the second verse, after that little power chord riff, like she totally changes up her picking patterns, and Akane's beat becomes a little more open, not so much going on. Like just gives the verse 1 and verse 2 different feels, even though they're so compact, so close to each other.
Yeah, it's crazy. It doesn't seem like it's that short. There's so much going on. You remember like so many different parts of the song. It's like, oh, I remember when they started off with this riff and it was a minute ago. And then the song's over. You're like, what?
Yeah, like Alan said for our first time reaction, what? It's over?
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, I did want more. Like I couldn't believe it was over. But then once I started understanding the music video, like it all made sense. I was like, loved it.
Dude, that's so special though, because I remember listening to music in the past, even from my favorite bands, where I was like, oh, this part again, it's kind of dragging on. Like, like one song that comes to my mind, it was Muse on the Resistance album, and it had this really long, I think Unnatural Selection, had this really long part in the middle that was kind of slow and repetitive, and I was like, I just want you to get back to the regular part of the song. And I never have that problem with BandMAID, because they keep doing new stuff up until the last second of the song. At least to me.
Yeah.
No, I agree. That's generally why I like them too.
You don't think it's too much for 3 minutes? You don't think it's overload for some people? I mean,
for some people it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree with Wave. It takes more listens to kind of wrap your head around it. But once
it makes it re-listenable.
For us, I do wonder though, like as you were explaining the thing about how it's starting in different keys, post the verses and stuff like that. I was thinking about how cool that is, like as somebody that plays guitar, I was like, damn, dude, that's really hard to do. It's so much easier to start back at that same root note that you would start at every time, because then there's a flow, and every time you adjust that, it gets more difficult to compose the song, because then you have to get back to where you started before that also, right?
My only thing is, the only thing that stuck in my head from that song was the don diddy don don. Like that's the only thing that really stuck in my head from it. Where like when I think about the other songs I've heard this week, a lot more melodies are actually stuck in my head.
That's kind of what I was gonna say, is that like, as cool as that stuff is that he was just talking about, and I think it's really cool, I do wonder what like the general audience would feel about that, because if they're not noticing that type of thing, and they're just noticing that there's a quick shift in sound, they don't really know why or what the purpose was, what I mean? And does that help their enjoyment of it, or does it hurt their enjoyment of it? It might just sound like jarring, what I mean? So
once somebody commented, there's not even a hook in this song. I'm like, what are you talking about? This thing is made of hooks. It's made of hooks.
There's just a lot of them.
There's your initial dan dan diddy dan dan, that thing that catches you immediately. And then
for me,
when I listen to it more, when the chorus comes up, that melody of the chorus, hits those couple notes and then into the chorus.
I guess for me, the hook has to grab you right away, and that was the only hook for me. Like, yes, there's other hooks when I listen to it again, but I shouldn't have. Like, I guess when you first listen to it, like, if I walk away, go like, oh shit, I remember that, and that was like the one thing I remembered from the first listen. After that,
for me,
I
don't listen to BandMAID for the hooks though. Like,
I know we're talking about generally people listening, like that's how
right.
Like,
if they're unfamiliar with it or whatever.
Yeah, so like all the bands I listened to this week, the one that really stuck out for me was Glim Spanky, because the hook was just so there. Like, you know what I mean? It was so it's in my head, you know what I mean? And it just stuck out. That's why I was immediate with like that, because I was like, yeah,
It's honestly
hasn't
an
left my
interesting
head.
conversation as to like how much of the rock community or metal community cares about hooks. Like how much do they prioritize that sound of
Yeah,
it?
that's
You know
kind
what
of
I
a
mean?
pop music thing.
Yeah,
As a
like
musician,
obviously that
I
matters a
love
lot
it.
in pop.
As a
But
musician, I love
I
this
do
song,
think
but
Well, yeah, but I do think that like with a band like BandMAID, for example, I do think it matters a lot because I think that at least half of their audience has been built over the course of the several years that they've been around, right? And their older music being a little bit simpler and a little bit more focused on that type of thing. They created a lot of fans back then already. You know what I mean? So people are already, they've got that ingrained into their mind that BandMAID is capable of pulling out a really great hook. And I've always thought that their choruses are super memorable. I've said that it creates nostalgia without even having heard it before. You get this like weird nostalgic deja vu feeling like, oh, this is a great melody that I've heard before, but you never actually have heard it before. You know, it's this crazy feeling. And so I do think it matters with a band like BandMAID, and it probably matters to a large segment of the audience. But I do wonder how much of that segment of the audience like what that percentage is. You know what I mean?
With me, if I know I'm gonna go listen to a hard rock band, what's gonna hook me is the riff. That's if I'm going to listen to a hard rock band or metal, the riff is the hook. And so with this, is there that same kind of thing with the riff on this? You know, because it kicks right into it. That maybe it changes so much. Maybe
there are a lot of riffs.
It's hard to grasp like that. You know,
that's a good point.
It's a complicated band. You know, and complicated band with complicated fans.
Yeah. I would be interested to go through like the Unseen World album and have people try to identify the hooks of each song.
Could be
because like thinking, no God, what's the hook in that doesn't have a counterpart in Unleash, you know?
I honestly can't answer that question.
Could be compared to like dun dun dee dee dun dun.
Yeah.
You know? So it's kind of like that's how BandMAID
always
structures their songs.
They do that a lot where it's like, especially when you get into the choruses, they half the time they just drop lyrics completely and then they just make sounds that we can sing along to. You know, they like to do that, and that makes a lot of sense. That's where the hooks usually come from in BandMAID songs.
Someone mentioned the "I'm losing my mind" part. Like that's right away in the intro. That just sounded so like punk to me. Like it was such a great start to like, okay, this is the tone of this video. It's about like trying to get past internal struggles, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, what would you say is like the hook in a song like Different? You know, because like to me, that's the type of song where I think probably a large segment of the audience is probably turned off if they don't like the more sort of progressive side to them, because I don't really hear much of a core of like a hook in a song like Different. You know, let's go, it's showtime. That's hooky, but it's also one line and that's it.
For me,
right?
that the melody that Konami does right after that.
But it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Insane,
but
you know
it's
what I
a
mean?
fucking hook.
Ain't nobody like, ain't no classic rock fans just like humming that along as they walk down the street. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking complicated. You know, I love it. Personally, I love
Ryan
it.
Will
But
be.
I do think
Ryan
I
will be
see
humming
why
it
people...
down the sidewalk.
He just did right there.
Yeah, I would love to like. I'm sorry.
Sorry,
go ahead.
We're both interrupting each other.
Go ahead.
When Psyche comes in over the chaotic guitars and everything, when she comes in with her vocal lines, that's what's going to grab most people, no matter what you're intending to hear. Her voice and the way the lyrics are written, fuck man, you understand them or not, that's what grabs you. If I think for somebody who doesn't play guitar, maybe I guess that's the other thing that grabs me is just the sound of her voice. And that's, if I think of a song like Different after that melody, that's, it's the vocals, that melody's coming right into my head. It's just getting better and better.
Yeah. The bottom line is people like what they like. If they didn't like it, it's not the end of the world. BandMAID puts out new music all the time, you know?
Yeah.
So they have another 6 songs coming out soon. So
yeah, I'm really curious to hear how those are going to sound.
Duh. I was counting Unleash. You're right.
So
and if we know anything about BandMAID, they're all going to be like, we'll get some progressive stuff, we'll get some classic rock sounds, we might get some type of ballady or power ballad type of style also. But I fully expect that we'll have like a Manners, You know, something like a Manners or a Thrill that pops up on here also, which is a little bit more along the lines of the old school classic rock sounds.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
What was it Konami said about these songs? She was approaching it like they were all, well, experimental is something she mentioned in the writing of it in this
Oh,
music.
cool.
So I mean that tells you there it's not going to be a bunch of unleashes. It's going to be some different stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They've caught people off guard many times, and eventually everybody's like, "Oh yeah, it was brilliant."
Yeah. Oh,
This song's brilliant. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that it's not brilliant. Like, it wasn't the most memorable song out of the songs I heard this week. Like, you know what I mean? For me, it was
Yeah, fair.
definitely,
Hey,
it was
that's fun.
definitely an amazing song. It's just, for me, I was like, I might go for Glim Spanky and Nemophila. Those two
right on.
songs this week,
Yeah.
and then BandMAID. But the thing with BandMAID has always been a slow burn for me since the beginning. Like, it's always been
Yes.
like that. It's always been like I just keep listening to it, and I fucking love it. I love playing it. Like today, I've been playing Warning on bass, and it's so fucking fun. Like it's fun. It changes every single line. It's insane. It's taken me so long to
Yeah.
learn just because
Oh,
like nothing's
Misa.
the same. No, literally, Misa does not. Like she does not repeat nothing.
anything.
Nothing is repeated
That's
whatsoever.
crazy, dude.
So it's like I feel like I'm playing an endless solo for Warning.
Yeah.
I'm like 3/4 through. I'm almost done with it, but I literally feel like I just played a bass solo. Like that's what I do, and it's
And
crazy.
the next song you learn is gonna be a fucking another one.
Yeah, it's a bass solo. Honestly, Warning is a bass solo. The entire fucking song. I couldn't believe. I'm like, wow, nothing repeats ever. This is gonna be fun.
And how does it not clutter anything else? How does it
right.
everything else? It's crazy.
I wonder if she improvs live. I honestly do. Like she has her general senses, but she has to improv to a certain
think-
extent because every song is like nothing repeats whatsoever.
I think
It's
she
just
is
crazy.
so comfortable. It's like when I improv over something on my guitar, I'm gonna play the same shit I play, but I'm so comfortable with it. To somebody hears it occasionally, it's gonna be like that's the same thing. And I thought she played pretty consistently, like with the album on Lies, but then some people have pointed out, and we say I think even pointed out that she doesn't play the same thing all the time. The key notes are there, the key elements you remember, but in between, she's just so comfortable with her instrument that
Now,
I actually noticed that about Akane too when I was learning drums for Play, and she actually plays the patterns differently live than she does on the album
Really?
with the kick drums.
that's
So
fucking crazy, dude.
yeah, if anyone wants to go figure that out, that'd be interesting rabbit hole.
it was funny because Frank was like, "Hey, you don't have the song down yet," and I'm like, "Nothing against Akane. Like the drums are complicated for Warning, but it's definitely repeatable patterns." And I'm like, "Bro, I'm playing a bass solo for 4 minutes. Like I gotta get the rest of it down." So we only played 3/4 of it last practice, but yeah, it's been
Damn.
fun. Like. It's just crazy, and I love how she jumps all over instead of taking the easy route because the tone does sound better on the 12th frets and stuff. So
Yeah,
it's real.
yeah.
It's been fascinating. It really has. I don't think this is wasn't what I expected. Let's say that I wasn't expecting to jump to certain notes because when you learn a bunch of songs, you kind of predict what's coming up next, and it's not
Yeah.
really predictable at all.
Yeah, and that's why it's the slow burn thing. The songs
Yeah.
are so much more complex than anyone could perceive on first listen.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like you gotta keep listening, and the more you get to know the song, the more it grows on you.
Yeah, because I
would
don't want
say,
people
yeah,
to think like I don't like it. It's just like that's just the first impression. It's been like that for me. It's always been like that. It's like, fuck, like so much to take in, and then like you listen to it again and then again or whatnot. But yeah, anyways, any last thoughts on BandMAID before we move on to these other news topics?
Well, we
Are
got the
not gonna
big
talk about download.
download, dude.
Download, okay. That's why I asked in case I forgot. Fuck.
Also,
Jesus
Unleashed is like
Christ.
471,000 views already.
Nice.
Damn.
Poor Alan. He's like, I did the other news.
Alan, I said when we talked last time, this is all we're going to talk about, and I already allowed other things to be discussed. So
That's why I said, is there anything else you guys want to say?
All right,
Yeah.
download fest.
the first time oh my god, first time they got to play out live since pre-pandemic.
911 days.
And what I was doing my live stream and people are like, hey, they're going to play, and what they fucked up and didn't have it, like everybody wasn't in by the time they started. They were playing like 15 minutes and there were still people outside waiting. VIP people were stuck outside, like they couldn't even get in to see him. So by the end of it, there were some photos where the crowd is pretty filled in, but it's kind of sucked. Like the whole thing was not very organized. There's only 2 small entryways for everybody to get in, and they were playing and people were still coming in the venue.
Weird. I mean, Download's been around since the early 2000s, and this, you'd think they'd be more organized. I
do have a, Mikoto shared something with me, a fan's thoughts on the set. If you want to hear them, it's not too long.
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, dude.
This is from Orange Utsuki. Says 1 was a new instrumental, is what they started out with.
Exciting. No
title yet. They just played it. First thoughts. Is it a new intro song? Wait, Psyche isn't around. Wait, they're starting off with an instrumental. So they just came into it with this instrumental, and that's just fucking cool.
I wonder if that's what they'll start the tour with.
Maybe. Second song was Sense. Start out with their orchestra opening, then Psyche suddenly comes in and super strong with the voice and everything. So once it started, I couldn't stop my tears. I've had tears roll in the venue location since I heard Babymetal perform Akatsuki and realized Suchan is real. This is the second time tears flowed for a song. So pretty powerful, man. 3 was Choose Me. They say, so happy to hear a usual song off their set. And then was Afterlife, when Miku sings Don't Say You Love Me, tears burst forth again. It's so good. They played Dice. So they're pulling from everything.
So they're playing older songs too. That's really cool.
Yeah. Of course, Misa's playing was excellent from the get-go. And this one, I look around her and begin to wonder, where's her can of beer? Couldn't find it. They played Different. Akane with a big smile. It just playing, they say tears started flowing again. Is this the second time today? And then it's the first song where Miku's ribbon flies off, whatever on a part of her outfit, her ribbon came off and staff came. She put out a tweet where she said she lost her shoe, took her shoes off, and a ribbon came off.
Wow.
Playing like crazy.
Oh, dang.
Then looks like they ended with a domination. Psyche screams out, last song. It's the first time anyone has said anything that wasn't part of the song. Closing out the set, full speed with domination.
No encore? Can they do encore?
No. I don't think so.
Yeah, they were the opening band, right?
Yeah, so it looks like, and I think Semper pointed this out, they were added on after there was a chosen list of bands. And I even looked at their website, and they didn't even have BandMAID listed on the one page I saw. It was all the other bands. So they were added on, and it opened earlier because they were playing.
I love that they literally filled their time as much as they could with music.
Yeah, there was no bullshit.
Didn't waste any time. And also the fact that we were talking earlier about how BandMAID or Babymetal is kind of like separate from the community, but the 2 artists, live artists that make this person cry were Babymetal and BandMAID. So there's your unification right there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, baby.
There's a couple other insights from some other people. Ume Headbang says, it's such a waste to have had this band at 9 a.m. as an opening act. Seeing them live made me realize that fact.
It was 9 a.m.?
Yeah.
Wow. That's early.
I can't believe they could even play their stuff at that early. That's insane.
Comment from an attendee at Download Fest with no BandMAID fan marking on their Twitter account. So they weren't like a BandMAID fan. They just saw him there. And Isat said, the bassist made me think that this band is possibly the most important band playing today.
Wow.
So those are some new
That's
people
really
seeing
cool.
the band live.
That's fucking badass, man. That's an awesome comment.
I was
That's
trying to
what I
look
like to
up
hear,
like
man.
reviews or something from the show, and I haven't seen anything yet. So I know
Everybody's home taking a nap now from being there at 9 a.m.
Right. Yes, yeah, the time difference.
Very true.
There's also a clip.
Yep, I got it right here.
I think I linked. You got it? Okay.
Yep, I got you. Wow, Psyche sounds really good. She sounds really fucking good.
Dude, that's awesome. So that's like the first live recording of Sense, yeah. First I've seen.
Yeah.
First time they're playing it live.
Oh, that's true.
So there's a historical document.
Cool. Yeah, like we said earlier, they've put out 50 new releases since
Was it
their
50? I thought it
last
was like
real-
36
Okay.
to 40 or something.
newly written songs is 36, but when you count the acoustic Okiji, because they reworked all those songs,
Yeah,
it
there
still
might as well
involved like work remaking and
Right on.
the work of recording it. So 50 produced new items for us.
And yet, even with all of that new stuff, they still decided to go back into their discography and make sure that they appeased the old school fans with songs like Domination and Dice. So that you gotta love to hear that.
I'm curious about how people that weren't super familiar with BandMAID, how those songs fit in with the other songs. Like if when you go see a show, was it a big difference to them, or was it like, fuck yeah, here's another banger? Like,
right.
If it, to us, it seems different. There's different sounds, like Alan was saying we're hearing the studio versions.
Yeah.
We haven't heard since live. So it's very different on album wise, but live, I wonder if they were like, fuck yeah. Like,
right. Can you imagine, like, it starts with BandMAID, and like, where do you go from there to like stay entertained, Yeah,
because who was next? Where's that fucking list?
I don't know.
I feel bad whoever had to follow that up. Not that I'm putting BandMAID on a pedestal, but I guess I kind of am.
Obviously, that's
I was like, that's exactly what you did.
How could any band follow BandMAID?
I'm a hypocrite.
Not a pedestal.
I was like, that's exactly what you did, Wave.
Hey, Blancelot, welcome to the Moist GG team, my friend.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining. Enjoy those
where is
reactions, those group reactions.
Somebody put the set list up here.
The set list?
Well, not the set list, but the band list, because I can't remember who's
You want to know who came on after them? Who came on after BandMAID?
Yeah.
Oh, Muratatam from Nemophila was at download to see Dream Theater?
Really?
That's cool. Imagine just running into her in the crowd.
That's crazy. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Are we moving on?
I'm sorry, were we trying to figure something out?
Oh yeah. I was like, what's going on, guys?
Well, I guess we can move on.
Let's just move on. We can circle back around.
Whatever.
No, just curious. What bands did you guys have the list? I couldn't find it on here.
Oh, at download?
For download?
It doesn't
I think we covered this like 4 months ago.
Not
Yeah,
even. We
did.
covered this like
Yeah, we did.
4 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 weeks ago, honestly.
All right.
It's too stupid to find. I know it's in there. I guess move on.
Okay.
All right.
Well, hey, if you find it, we'll throw it in at the end, at the top 10. Fans of Darren Gray, did you guys wonder how they were coming up with the sick artwork? Anyone?
Yes.
No?
Was it Ryan Muir?
Was it Ryan Muir? No! It's the artist Suka creates costumes for Darren Gray's Perfumes of Sins music video. I guess he does a lot of the special effects makeup artist, and they have a whole video of him doing the actual art, so it's really cool. So this is him making the video.
Nice.
It's him like drawing it out and stuff. Pretty cool. So sorry about blasting your ears there for a second. But yeah, it's pretty cool. If you guys want to check it out, I thought it was fascinating. So this is them
dude,
building.
I like that shit.
Yeah.
That's the thing that Ryan saw in the picture and was like, what the fuck was going on? For the Polaris video.
What is this?
I still don't even know what that is.
Served by Darren Gray.
I didn't realize so much of this was going to be practical. I thought there was going to be like CGI involved and stuff like that.
Same.
Oh, yeah, they built this out.
It's really
And it makes
you
it so
appreciate
much cooler. Yeah, it makes it so much cooler. Hey, Adam Haywood, welcome to the Moist GG team.
What?
Thanks,
It's an
Adam.
actual puppet. Yeah, Adam, welcome. Thank you. And did we get Blancelot?
Those who are
I already
listening,
know.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
those who are listening, what they're showing right now is how they made some of the actual art for the video. So it's not CGI. They actually built this stuff. I'm sure there was a little bit, maybe. But so they actually had an artist do this all. So those of you listening on the podcast,
It's
very
really
fascinating.
cool.
Check
It's
out
really
the video on YouTube.
Like, I want that thing in my room.
Yeah.
Or
And
maybe my son's room.
He was controlling it like a puppet or like a.
I don't know if he's controlling like a puppet. He was like,
Mannequin?
he's just building it up. I think they probably do, right? Yeah, I saw electronics.
Well,
and
in the
stuff there.
video, he was like, it was like
Oh,
tied
that's
to him.
right.
And he was.
Oh, that's right. You're right. That's really cool, though. So we got Rachel from Raise a Sweelin, gets to sing the new theme song for Final Fantasy, All for
Nice,
Love.
nice.
I didn't know they were still coming out with Final Fantasy games.
Final Fantasy. What did you say it is? The name of the song is All for
Let's
Love.
go.
Or the
All
name
for
of the game?
Love. The name of the game is Brave Exvius.
Okay.
Cool.
XP.
Yeah, interesting. And there's a new channel that just came out that released an interview with ex-bassist Miho from Love Bites. It's called Heavier Japan. It just premiered, and really cool. They're already starting out the gate with an interview with her, and you should definitely go check it out. It has English subtitles and everything on it, translation. So I'm not gonna play it here because everyone listening on podcasts won't be able to hear everything, but they do have it all translated. So if you guys want to check it out, it's really cool. New channel just popped up. It's called The Heavier Japan, and
Yeah, give them some love.
And this is part 1, so I'm sure there's going to be more to this interview. But we got Miho answering questions. Have you guys watched this video yet? I haven't watched it yet. But
I watched half of it.
Yeah, like the first couple minutes.
Would you?
Because I thought we were gonna react to it, but
we can react to it
I'll
for
watch
sure.
it. Well, I don't want to discourage people from going to watch that video.
Also, it's in Japanese, so like the audio listeners they won't be seeing the translations. So we could do that on our own time. But I do think it's cool. Like I pointed out this Heavier Japan to these guys like a month ago or something. They saw a Twitter account and they were just like posting Japanese metal news. So you should follow them on Twitter also, because they just kind of like update if there's anything big coming out or whatever. When I first saw them, they only had like 10 followers. Now they have like almost 200, I think. So worth giving them a follow.
And they got Miho for an interview.
They got Miho. That was the first thing that they did on their new channel. So
a pretty cool channel.
Good start.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And they're going to have multiple parts of it. So I got some bad news, a little bit of bad news. Crossfaith had to cancel their concerts in Mexico because, and I live right next to Mexico. There's a lot of shit going down. My family, my mother-in-law and stuff can't go over there because they are shooting everybody. There's a cartel war going on over there. So Crossfaith did cancel their shows. Makes sense in Mexico City. So there's a whole thing going on. My family can't even go over there. They normally, so they can't like go to church and stuff. They're like fires and people shooting each other out on the streets over there. So it's pretty dangerous over the border. I'm like 10 minutes away from it. So it's pretty crazy. So nobody's going to Juarez right now because that's happening. So I wasn't surprised when this came up. Shout out to Salem. She brought this to my attention about Crossfaith canceling it. So that's probably more the reason. It doesn't say on here why they canceled it, but I just know for sure that's happening right now because it's all over the news here. People are talking about and posting about it on Facebook and stuff like that. And we've had a couple family members that almost caught in crossfire, but made out safely. So that's good. So a lot of people just staying home and stuff like that. So right now,
that's terrifying.
Yeah, the crazy part is the cartel put up like a message, like they put up banners warning people to like stay, which I'm like, I guess that's nice of them, but
we don't want to have to shoot you guys, so we're gonna put up a flyer that says don't come over here or you'll get shot.
Yeah, it's crazy. And very, very, very sad. And I hope it ends soon. Of course, the government's not doing anything about it over there, which is very sad also, because a lot of things are corrupt over there. I mean, they're going inside prisons and stuff and taking out people. I mean, people getting caught, like they'll be at a Little Caesars, got caught in crosshairs. They set it on fire. So, like, it's just nobody's safe over there pretty much. So, pretty scary. So that's why they're not playing over there. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why they canceled those. I hope it becomes safer over there because I like going over there also. So,
Yikes. As if there's not enough stuff going on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird because I haven't heard much about it, a lot of people talk about it. You know how on YouTube they show new stuff. I haven't heard about it. As my wife brought it to my attention, and I was like, oh, shit. And then Solemn dropped the article about Crossfaith. I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense why that's happening. So it's really weird that it's maybe it is being covered. We're not hearing about it, though, but it's pretty crazy. So hopefully it doesn't bleed over into El Paso. It's what I'm hoping for. It normally doesn't, which is crazy to even think that it doesn't bleed over here, but sometimes it could. We've heard people get kidnapped, taken over there, stuff like that. But so to all the families out there, stay safe. Awesome. Go ahead if you want to say it.
No, I was just gonna ask where the wall was, but Let's just move past it.
There's some big news in the chat here.
Yeah, dude. Hard to go ahead.
Sorry, I'm
Okay,
not.
I think it was Mike Smith posted about it. Yeah, Justin Hawkins, he's a cool guy who like does breakdowns of music and stuff, and he just 7 minutes ago released a video talking about Dice by BandMAID.
Fuck yeah.
And
He's one of my
yeah,
favorite
that's
guys.
pretty big news for
What are you doing?
someone.
You're trying to get people to leave our channel right now, Wave?
Well, you can watch it.
They already are.
If you don't know, Justin Hawkins,
Walking out in droves now.
he's a singer, guitar player for the Darkness. Familiar
Oh,
with that
shit.
band?
Oh,
Believe in
yeah.
a thing
Oh,
called love.
Thing Called
And
Love.
he has a very clever his own channel where he talks about bands and stuff that he's got a lot of insight. And I love watching his videos. And this is fucking cool.
Wait,
I can't
I'm
wait
trying to
watch
find it right
Champ,
now.
He just posted.
I
this.
believe in a
It's
thing
awesome.
called Love is the Darkness, and
Yeah.
that's his
I
band.
believe in
What the heck?
love.
I never put that together before.
Yeah, that's his band, dude.
Holy
they just got done touring, I
crap.
think.
The
Yeah.
design, Justin Hawkins.
Well, let's
Did
watch
not-
it.
Hawkins Rides Again.
Yeah.
This episode is going to be about a band called BandMAID.
He's gonna get us copyrighted out.
Highly
about
requested
BandMAID.
on this.
Well, I'm gonna stop it before the song starts, but I just want to hear what.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll skip over the song.
The
I
song
wanna
I'm
know
going
what
to
he
talk
says
about
about
is
it.
called Dice. It was released in 2018. And I wasn't sure which song to choose, but from our comments section, people were saying not to react to their latest song, but an older one instead. Too often I get that, yeah, how comes you're not doing that really good one that I used to like, but not, you shouldn't be doing this one that they've only just released. So I won't fall into that trap. We'll do one from a few years ago. First of all, though, I'll sing the theme tune. How about that? Nice. Yeah, I thought so. Justin Hawkins rides again.
And we're gonna get copyrighted for that too.
Rock
Right.
band formed in 2013, and they have 7 studio albums. The band combines a rock sound with a maid image modelled on Japanese maid cafes. What's that then? The theme is reinforced by the band, who refer to their male fans as masters, their female fans as princesses, and their concerts as servings.
So
Oh
he's
my
laughing
God.
when he hears it. I want to know what happened.
Okay, so the band's cute
feel like I
and
probably laughed
submissive
at that when
maid
I was
appearance
hearing that
is
stuff
meant to
too, you know?
contrast with their aggressive rock style, and they have decided to have 2 vocalists to allow a larger variety of music with 2 different voice types.
Alan, he
The
plays
music
short
videos
clips,
that
so
they
he should
make-
be all right.
Huh?
He plays really short clips when he does it.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
already
Yeah.
does the work of
Okay.
Clipping it.
taking care of the copyright.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
Security.
Get millions upon
Although-
millions
unless he
of,
copyrights
views
us.
on YouTube, so they're doing something.
No, I don't think you will. Really? I don't know. I can cut this segment out if he does, but
Yeah.
They're doing something. Let's have a listen to it. Wait. So immediately. Doesn't that remind you of the beginning of You could be mine, but
oh,
Hey,
yeah, it
GNR
does.
reference.
It does
I
sound
did
like
the same thing.
it does.
It does have a similar.
which is from the soundtrack of Terminator 2.
Yeah. It's also on Use Your Illusion too. Or Use Your Illusion 1.
Yeah, I kind of hate to play that.
Actually, it's not the same. The
Yeah,
drum
it's
beat's very
twice the
similar.
speed, I think.
Yeah, see, he realized it wasn't the same. He said,
Fuck yeah, dude.
At first,
I like
it
him.
does when you first hear it, but then when you hear it, the other one, yeah, it's like, no, it's not the same.
Bass line is way more complicated.
Shout out to whoever fucking suggested this.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Mike.
knew it would be
Listen,
detuned.
oh,
or
I want to see if
something.
he gets it.
So they've done that classic thing of a Guns N' Roses tuning. It's a semitone down on all the strings, which makes life a bit difficult when you're trying to play along to it.
So
I'm not
true.
going to detune. I'm not going to retune. But actually, I might do. I'll retune the other guitar. Yeah. As I've said before, this this particular tuning that I'm having to do
So-
here is
Much better he is than
I
me.
think it's designed. It has 2 purposes. First of all, it makes the guitar sound more powerful because they're a bit lower, right across the board. Actually, it also makes the guitars a little bit easier to play lead on because you can bend without hurting your fingers too much.
Very true.
And the other thing is,
You ever go from like to when I play in D standard a lot, so whenever I go to standard tuning, I'm like, wow, the bends are tremendously harder to play all of a sudden.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why I use 8s on my guitar.
You use
8 gauge.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. Because the guy from Toto does, and I was like, if he does it, then I guess it's cool. And so now when I play standard 10 strings, it's like I feel like a wimp. I'm like, oh man, guitar strings are hard to bend now.
I like 10s. I like 10s because of the tone. I like the tone better in 10s. Like 9s.
Billy Gibbons plays 7s, dude. With
Really?
with lightweight with guitars that are like chambered. So he's got all the tone you fucking
This
need.
is interesting. Rick Beato did a tone test on all the different strings, and I actually like the 8th tone better because it's not muddy at all.
I'm rocking
really
It depends
clear.
on your hands though, and
it's
how hard you press and stuff too. Because like for me, I need a little bit of tension. Because if I go on too light, I'll overbend by accident. Like way too much.
I just pressure. I've been using 10s and 11s, so if I go to 8s or whatever, I fucking take it out of tune.
Yeah,
exactly.
I do overbent like in manners at the end of the middle of the guitar solo when it's like. I always overbend that now because it's just a like semitone or one step, and it's like every time I'm like.
We got some good clips from Wave today.
I know, right?
I've been sticking with the 8s for like the vast majority of my guitar playing, and because I realized when I was playing with the 7s, I was just breaking strings constantly.
Yeah,
it was just happening every time I would bend, it would just snap.
I'll be honest, I've never tried 7s or 8s, so I'm like, what? I didn't even know those existed.
I can't even
No, I
remember the
know
last
they
time I played with
existed,
like a
but-
10 or something, man. It's probably been like 15 years since I've even put a 10 on
regular
a guitar
slinkies,
before.
man. Regular slinkies are 10s. Yeah, that's what I use all the time. But
I love.
same here. I need sponsored by them.
Yeah, let's get a sponsor, Ryan. Let's go.
Been using them for 30 years. I mean, come on.
Ernie balls.
Yeah, Ernie Ball, regular slinkies.
Nice.
Let's see what Justin's got to say about
Life easier
I
for
want
the
to hear him
singer
learn
as
this because
well.
it took me way too fucking long to learn.
Because it's a semitone down, obviously. And before anybody gets their knickers in a twist, I'm joking. Of course, it's not cheating. You know, it's just a bit frustrating
Knickers in a twist.
because I like
This
to
guy's
go an A chord.
hilarious.
I'm an AC/DC enthusiast.
I mean, if it's behind the I believe the break out love.
Wow, it sounds like it's going to be one thing, and then it takes a real left turn.
Hey, the BandMAID
time
philosophy.
signature. Time signature gets really interesting.
We were just talking about that this entire time.
Dude, this makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. To see like a legit dude
Sorry,
saying
go-
the same things
Go ahead.
we do, to like see this legit musician making the same observations we do, like it's like it does make sense to normal people,
This
not
is why
just us
people watch.
crazy people.
Wave, you are a legit musician. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so's Alan. I mean, shit.
So that first verse, like,
I'm waiting.
This
for
guy
it.
has a mega hit though, so
Ryan, yes, you're a legit musician.
Thank you. God damn. Nobody have to beg for it.
Champ, you're a legit musician.
I really don't need that, man. I'm willing to admit to myself that I'm not. But I appreciate
Champ,
the
Champ,
effort,
you're
Rick.
not a legit musician.
Thank you,
kidding.
Alan.
Alan,
Thank you, sir.
Alan, you're a legit musician. Okay, are we done?
Yeah, I think we're good.
It's so genuine.
Listen to the actual legit musician.
I'm not sure what the riff
I
is.
will
Something
say
around
when
E
he
minor.
figures out what songs, he usually has it within 1 or 2 tries. He's got it. So this is cool.
Like
Yeah.
that drum guy.
really weird time signature.
Yeah! Call it out, baby. It is.
This is really progressive. Yeah, so that whole chorus sequence is kind of like. So it goes C.
I kind of want to hear that song played like that.
Yeah.
now.
Finger pick dice.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I want to hear finger pick dice. That sounds badass.
Man, thinking you were older.
Imagine her singing, Psyche singing over that. It sounds pretty cool, I think.
G, D, E minor, and then there's a bit that goes C, D, G. It's really straight, but then as soon as it gets into the verse, it sort of gets into the weird time signature stuff again.
I
and
wonder
it
if
gets
he's going to
really
call out how
progressive.
different
I think
the
maybe
second
this,
verse is from the
this sort
first.
of really simple C, G, D, E minor chorus bit is probably a relief after all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's got really cool, like, it's weird because it sort of sounds like two different movie soundtracks at the same time from the same sort of era as well. Like,
Dude, that's fucking cool.
the initial drum beat, sounds like You Could Be Mine, the Guns N' Roses song from Terminator 2. And then the other thing it sounds like is Big Gun, which
Also
I think
use your
is
lute,
Big Gun. But there's a riff in there.
Oh, that's what it reminds me of.
That's
Yeah,
what that
not
riff,
really.
the riff of this reminds me of.
When did Justin cut his hair?
He did a while ago.
Yeah, this is a while
He's
ago.
doing like the Alex Turner thing from Arctic Monkeys, doing like long hair to short with the rose glasses. All right, sorry.
Chorus. Tag riff is like a. Reminds me of that.
Everything's so much slower.
Yeah.
Big Gun, what's
I
that?
would have never thought of that song at all.
Me
No.
neither.
Either.
Last Action
definitely
Hero
not.
or
Just
something like
your
that.
own
One-
taste.
another-
Delegate what you what you link it to, what you think of.
Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy, right? How people do that. Like they just what comes to mind is fascinating.
Although I got to give this guy credit right now, man. Guns N' Roses is one of my favorite bands of all time, and I've never really put the BandMAID Guns N' Roses connection together. Is that why I like them so much? Like, is that one of the reasons? Did he just teach me something about myself?
Yeah, it seems like it. Like, because that riff was literally kind of like the Dice riff, but just really slow.
Yeah, like everything else is half the speed as what BandMAID's doing, which is crazy because I've never really thought of BandMAID as like this super fast, like the songs are super fast. Some of them,
speed
a
metal.
couple of them are, like different. The BPM is like all the way up there. Same with
Yeah.
Black, what's it called? The one on Unseen Worlds,
Black
The-
Hole?
Black Hole, yeah, like super fucking fast, right? But I've
But
never
even-
thought of like,
Yeah.
I've never thought of Dice, for example, as like this super fast song before.
Yeah. Fascinating.
Someone said it makes Guns N' Roses sound like CCR. Oh wait, that was AC/DC, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was
It makes
AC/DC.
AC/DC sound like CCR.
Yeah, right.
Oh man.
movie. Just some really serious playing on this. Oh my god. I mean, how many strings has that bass player got there? 1, 2, 3.
19.
Is that a 6-string bass? It's mental.
She
That's-
thinks it's a
that's-
6 because all the shit she's
This is
doing.
mental.
It's a 5 then. Okay. I was worried it was a 6 then. And it's a bass solo. Why am I waffling over a bass solo?
I love that waffling.
Smiling.
A new
What
fan has
kind of
been
guitar
born.
is that? God, it's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, dude.
So I wanted to say
Wait
this
till it
about the
gets to
singing
the-
as well. This isn't an auto-tuned pop vocal or anything like that. This is a proper, really serious bit of singing, and most of it sounds like it's only two guitars, and when they're sort of playing in unison in stereo, it's not. I wouldn't even describe this as being overproduced in any way at all. It's pretty raw.
Hey,
It's really well played.
take
and
that,
super
Rick.
Intense.
Same thing. I did.
Variations on an E minor theme, but with this really decent.
Do it.
But it's really good. It's kind of like it's progressive in in the sense that there's some interesting stuff happening with the time signature, and the way the two sort of stereo guitars harmonise with each other in the second verse. It gets really proggy in there, but it opens up into super trad chord sequence for the chorus, and there's a riff that's in E minor with a bit of A and G. So kind of it just sounds like a sort of hybrid between sort of
Classic
90s,
rock
the
and
90s end of the sort of classic rock.
Say it again. Classic what?
Wait, no, he said it. He said it. I was waiting for him to say the words classic rock, and then he fucking said it. Okay, cool.
Called it.
Old, like early 90s stuff, and then some much more sort of complex. It's really
Yes, classic rock and progressive
really
metal. That is
enjoyed
what this is.
Progressive
because I
hard
feel
rock.
like that it's complex enough and it's sort of self-indulgent enough in the verses, but it's completely justified by
I've always said it sounds like progressive hard rock to me, just like that style, you know?
Definitely has the rockier feel over metal. I also love how he went into this kind of skeptical, like, and you could just see it unfold as the song went. Like he was, oh crap, this is actually good.
Yeah.
Those are the best
Yeah,
reactions
dude.
to anything,
It's fucking
man.
great. He's got 190 some thousand subscribers, man.
You
And-
almost want to just see somebody like doubt and then see the doubt fade away. You know,
he gave up on the
that
riff.
is-
He
Yeah,
gave
he
up
did
on the
give up
riff.
on the
He
riff.
never
He
gives
did.
up on shit. He's
Right.
like, oh, it's something in E minor. I did the same thing the first time I tried to learn. I'm like, what the fuck? And I had to go watch the instrumental to learn what she's actually playing. She's doing inverted fucking
Hey.
power chords.
That
Shout
makes me
out-
feel so much better.
Shout out to the community, though. Like he says right here, this has to be one of the most requested bands on my channel. It's BandMAID. I've never heard of them before, let alone heard their music. So shout out to all you guys for
Dude,
getting
yeah.
him to do it,
Yes,
you know?
Shut
and
up.
be sure to go actually watch his video, pound like on it, comment on it, say how much
Oh.
you appreciate it.
Yep.
Let me like it. I subscribe.
Decide how we feel. That's
But-
cool because
We'll put a
shout out to
comment
him
after
because
we
I know
finish
people
watching.
get battered over listening to BandMAID, and he finally did. And he's going to show a lot of other people that, hey, it's worth listening to.
Yes,
True,
dude.
yeah.
World domination.
Also,
It's
this guy,
super
like, you
simple.
know, the Darkness themselves, like, they played rock music, you know, and it was sort of a throwback.
Oh, I thought that was me for a second. I was like, wait, is this an echo?
You thought that you just made that sound?
Oh, it just sounded like something stupid I would do.
We used to sing that song obnoxiously loud in the middle of the mall all the time because it was fucking hilarious to see everyone
Dude,
like go like
Rosie rocks out to that all the time.
The interesting thing about that, everybody thinks he's singing falsetto. That's what it sounds like. And he mentioned on the show, he's like, well, when did you know he could sing such high falsetto? He goes, I'm not singing falsetto. I am belting that out. Which,
What?
dude, yeah, he's actually singing those fucking notes.
Yeah.
Dude. It's crazy.
It is
I've got
very
to.
crazy.
He's a
have to
hell
see
of a
that
singer.
happen.
Yeah, skeptical alert.
Yeah, I'm going in doubtful. He's gonna have to do it. What BandMAID just did for him. He's gonna.
There's
have to
tons
do
of
for
live
me.
stuff out there. Yeah. Check
Yeah,
him
no,
out.
he's belting. Like even when he's even in the music video, it looks like he's just going crazy. I was just like, how does his voice sound like that? Like,
Yeah, it's nuts.
Honestly,
the
the
whole
first
thing's
time
really
that I heard it,
powerful.
I thought it was a parody video.
I
But
thought it was a joke
it's
band.
actually a pretty it's a pretty solid song when you really listen to it.
Yeah,
I thought it was a joke, like kind of like a joke band, because you know how they're
Steel
fighting
Panther.
octopuses and stuff.
Yeah,
I was like, what
and
the
it's
hell?
called The Darkness, and then it's like I believe in a thing called love. Like the juxtaposition there, you just have to
Yeah.
kind of assume.
Love never
Right.
caused any darkness.
He says, but then
Darkness-
he says, what does he say? I believe in the rhythm of a hug. I
No,
was like,
I believe in the rhythm of
bruh.
your heart.
that's
rhythm of
hilarious.
The rhythm of your
Oh.
heart.
Champ just had dirty mind when he heard it.
Just listen to the rhythm of your
Rhythm of
heart.
a hug.
yeah, I thought we were talking.
I know the
okay.
lyrics. Dude, that's
with real intensity and actually really enjoyable.
So-
It's not the sort of chorus that you'd sing along to. It's not like an anthemic chorus, but it sort of reminds me of like
I was hoping
I mean
you'd
any
get to
song
that.
that's
Say it again, Ryan.
I was hoping you get to the breakdown, where they get the beautiful fucking breakdown after the chorus, where you get the vocals and everything.
You might.
I know
that sort of playing in it, and then a bass solo. They're not doing it for commerce, and yet there's millions and millions of people watching it. So I don't know. It seems like a project with real
That's a
integrity.
good observation.
Hey, a project with real integrity. There you go.
I don't know why I haven't listened to this before. It's cool. I enjoyed it. Nice one, BandMAID. Justin Hawkins rides up.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Cool. I'm glad we got to watch that together.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Mike Smith. Thanks for pointing that out, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, Justin.
Yeah, very cool,
shout out Justin
man. Very
Hawkins
cool.
for giving it a chance.
You love to see people's eyes being opened for the first time. You know, it's just like the most satisfying feeling, and it verifies what we already know. You know,
Hell yeah.
very cool.
Yeah, hopefully it'll. I mean, with the reach he has, hopefully a lot of new people will find BandMAID through it.
I think so. If people are watching his channel, they know what he's done. And if they saw him laughing about it, the description, and then him like become kind of, almost in awe in some parts, like, what? I've never seen him stop like that and like, what the hell are they doing? You know, that's cool. He usually, I mean, he's very astute. He knows his shit. He's been doing it a long time. So when he hears something that impressive, that's cool to see.
Very
cool
much.
to see.
That's really
Very
cool that
much.
he did that. Really cool.
Yeah.
He needs to put BandMAID in his title. No.
I think he will. Like, I think he does like a title for his subscribers first, and then he does one for the algorithm later.
Oh, I didn't know
Like
that.
one that'll get his for the subscriber notification. They'll be like, "Oh, this sounds interesting," and then change it to work better with the algorithm as
that's
it
cool.
ages.
Huh.
Yeah, because it'll
Interesting.
Huh. That is very intriguing. Yeah. After watching that video, I may restructure my entire way of doing videos.
Right?
Dude,
He
I
just
already
avoided
worked on
the
a
copyright
fucking thing, so-
entirely. You know, like it's like you just tell me I could just listen to like 5 seconds at a time. Oh,
You
This
listen
is
to the whole
what
thing,
Bacco
but
was
you only-
talking.
Sorry, you listen to the whole thing, but you only put
no,
on.
I mean just show 5 seconds at a time. Hey,
right.
Yeah,
everyone would scream at us if we tried to do that.
I
though.
know.
right. Like this is like what Bacco was talking about on Saturday
Yeah.
with having to restructure after the copyright strikes thing, and that's kind of where I'm at now too, doing the more in-depth videos, talking instead of just straight up reactions, because you never know.
Well, the cool thing is,
He's
like,
gonna have-
he
never know.
still had the reaction aspect to it, you know?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
talk, you know? That
It was
really
still
cool.
a reaction because ultimately, what do you? I don't know about you guys, and I might be speaking for too many people right now, but for me personally, the reason that I like watching reaction videos, the ones that I do watch nowadays, is because I do want to see somebody go from the unknown to the appreciative, right? And or
that's
the
like the point.
respect, right? You know, go from unknown to respect, not necessarily go from previously already respecting to respecting still. You know what I mean? That's a little bit less intriguing, right? That's why it's always the most fun to watch somebody's first reaction to a new group or something like that. And when we got out of the way that he did it, no, we didn't get to listen to the whole song, but we still got the entire
Well, we should have already
journey
listened
of
to the
him
whole
going
song, right?
from doubtful to respectable, and you love to see that regardless if you get to listen to the whole song.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. I didn't even know he had a channel until right now. So
Neither.
Yeah, I watch it all the time. I love it.
I'm gonna
I
watch
didn't
it
even.
now.
Well, as you all know, I didn't even realize who he was until
Right.
just now. So
He looks so
I
different.
loved his videos before, like he did that Eric Clapton breakdown that was really interesting, and he does a lot of cool videos. But anyway, yeah. Again, be
that's
sure
a
to go
surprise.
support his actual video.
And let's get him on our show.
What
It's
Time
comment-
to
what
reach
comment
out,
should we
get an
leave on
interview
there?
with the guy from the darkness.
fucking
Yeah.
What's his last name?
Justin Hawkins.
Hawkins.
Here, let's go back to that video. What should we comment, guys? What comment
Hello.
should guys
Come
leave?
on our podcast.
Come on our podcast.
Hey, that'd be that'd be pretty cool. Hey, would you be down
Good
to
day to you, one and all. It is I, Justin
would you be down to
Hawkins.
come on the Guys and Guys podcast to talk about BandMAID?
It sounded like he was talking to us for a second.
I know.
Yeah, I thought we got him on the podcast already.
Just, like
That's
made a
that's
Zoom
so
call
fast.
real quick.
Hey, he might say yes. You never know.
Oh, he's
never
in on
know.
the comments if you want to try to catch him. Is that why you're doing this right now?
Yeah. I was
Thank
like,
you,
might as well.
Davor.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning that. We'll see. And
Not
you'll see
related
that we're
to Taylor.
live. You'll see that we're live right now too. So if he does read it,
Yeah, send him our Zoom link.
there you go. Yeah. Imagine if I accidentally
In the
put Zoom
comments.
in the comment section
Have like 600 people in here.
trying to get in. They'll be knocking at the door. Oh, that'd be funny if he answers. That would be funny. Well, as we go through the rest of the news, because a lot of this is just Spitfire news now, and maybe we'll hear something from him. those little things like happy birthday to Suzu from Baby Beard. It's her birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, August 11th. So happy birthday to her. I had something about brats, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, the weather. It's hot.
Still hot?
It's hot over there.
Heard about this heat.
Is that news about the brats or?
Yeah,
What is
that
that?
was news about
Where
brats. She's talking about how hot it is over there. Hey, I
Oh.
gotta say though, it's been really weird because in El Paso, it's normally very hot here, but it's been nothing but humid and rainy for like a month straight, which is very unusual. It only lasts for like a week. Like
Weird.
and some places up north have been hotter than here.
Yeah,
man. It's been
here
between
we haven't
90
had rain in 3 months.
Yeah, same over here, man. Jersey, it's been between 90 and 100 pretty much every single day
I have
for the
fucking
last 3
plants.
months.
There's never been plants here ever. Outside. It's weird. But anyways. D Drive. I don't even know why I put this one on here, but they talk about their
Every
caravan. Caravan. This is their caravan,
DJ?
guys. That's
Oh,
pretty cool
nice.
looking. That's pretty cool looking.
Are they getting ready for tour?
Getting ready for tour.
Oh, I'm glad
Awesome.
to see that they're touring.
I need to check out more D Drive.
They're so underrated, in my opinion.
They're so
Like-
good. They're so good too.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I heard them, but if I remember correctly, it was amazing. I definitely got to hear more, for sure. And that was it, guys, for news. We're ready for top 10, unless you guys have some final thoughts on news or anything you guys want to add.
Top 10, top 10, top 10.
Let's keep this best
Good day to you,
episode
one and all.
ever
It is I,
going
Justin Hawking.
strong.
Well, I just need to say this, though. You remember, this is top 10 from the previous week, so some of the videos just came out this week, so they're not on top 10.
So, like all the new songs aren't on here yet.
all the new songs might not be quite on here yet.
Come back
guys.
next week for the
Next week we'll BandMAID will obviously definitely be on there. But yeah, so it's already was you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I'm gonna
Yeah. Also, if
we
you're
got
enjoying the podcast, be sure to pound like on it.
Very loud wave.
and if you're
Only one time.
and if
Am
you're
I
on
loud?
Spotify,
Yeah, you're like
go to
screaming
YouTube.
into
Like
the
yelling
mic.
into the mic.
He's excited.
Last
today.
week,
He's
last week
excited
we were,
today.
last week when I was doing clips, we were all quiet except for Alan. I don't know what's going on with my volume.
Wait,
It's
what?
okay.
You sound good. It was
Okay.
just you were excited. I think that's what it was.
Oh, I was talking too loud.
Yeah.
No, you're
That-
fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
you're,
why
This is
I
the
need a
most energy I've
compressor.
ever seen you have, man.
I actually slept well last night, which doesn't happen very often. So,
That'll do it. You should teach Alan how to do that because he doesn't sleep.
Alan, you want sleeping lessons with me?
yes.
Yeah, go the fuck to bed. Step one.
I'm trying to imagine like what a lesson would be. Like, does Wave just lay down next to Alan and be like, okay,
Guys, have-
this is how it's done. Roll over.
Yeah,
Do a
you
little
really-
spoon.
Realize that in order to sleep, you have to pretend you're asleep.
Oh yeah.
You don't do anything else like that. I'm gonna pretend I'm driving to drive. You just fucking drive. You can't just go sleep. You have to like pretend I'm asleep now. I'm gonna.
It's
gonna
like
lay here
writing
and
a
I'm asleep.
song. Like you got to pretend you're playing a song before you can actually
What?
make us
What?
like
We approach music.
like
differently.
when you're writing a song, you're noodling around, you're
Oh, you mean, like, in your
improving,
head?
and you're pretending you're playing a song that doesn't exist yet. I was just
Pretend
trying to
I'm
bring it
playing my
back to
songs when I play
music.
my songs.
Fake it till you make it. Yes.
So how's this sleep lesson gonna go? Oh yeah, everyone go like our comment right now so you can see it. I just should have said that
There's-
earlier. There's 12 likes on the comment.
There's several people that are like, I never heard them before. Wow, these guys are so good. The bass is so cool. So
Liddy.
This is great, man.
I don't know why I just said that. Sorry.
If you guys can go like our comment on here so we can get him on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. I'll send him an
The,
email later.
the cooler he thinks we are, the better the chances that he'll actually
Yeah.
hang out with us.
I'll send him an email later. They always have an email up at the about section or whatnot. Let's see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right, top 10.
Cool.
Number
Top
fella. Holding on strong, because if you remember, they were off the top 10, and then they got back on the top 10, and they're holding on with Atabana hanging in there. I wonder
So
if
Atabana's still on there, but Style hasn't made its way on there yet.
it's because it just came out.
Yeah,
But
this
they
is
did have the
last
audio
week's
out
list.
last week, right? So,
But it's music
the audio was
video,
out 2 weeks.
music video only. So
Oh,
That's
gotcha. I should probably know how our own top 10 works, huh?
It's okay. We got Little Lilith at number 9, and I need a refresher on how this sounds because you guys all know what the Nemphil one sounds like. I forgot what this one sounds like. Make sure this volume's on blasting. Oh, that's a cool little lick. I need to check that
Yeah,
out.
I like that too.
The drum pattern. Like some cool unison with the drums and the guitar there.
I always like little slides, you know, at the end of notes. It always sounds cool to me.
Yeah.
When it's a really short one.
I need to throw that on Monday's reaction list. I keep forgetting to do that. And then I completely forgot about this, but Bish has a new song. I don't know when it came out, but it's See You. And I heard that they're coming out with a song every month until the end of the year. I didn't realize that was a thing.
Until the end of their career, like really is what it is, right?
Yeah, right. Until the end of their career, for sure. Yeah. But here's a 5 second clip of this. Oh, it's another light-hearted song. Okay, kind of like that.
What was this one called?
See You.
Interesting, because I'm looking at their page right now, and they actually have quite a few videos that recently just popped up. Like they released something.
Correct
yesterday.
me if I'm wrong, chat. Is it every month that they're coming out with one? I think that's what I read. They're coming out with every month, and that newer one will probably make it on the list afterwards. Number 7, we got Cold Rain, still hanging strong. We got Sim falling down a little bit, 2 spots this time to number 6 with the Rumbling. Pretty cool. Wieners. I forgot what they sound like.
Wieners?
That's what Ryan had for breakfast.
Oh, that sounds fun. Sorry, you got me caught off guard when you said that's what Ryan had for breakfast. And I'm like, that can be fun. Wieners.
Alan was like, I'm in Zoom waiting. Ryan's like, F off, I'm eating corn dogs.
Number 4, we got.
Give me an extra hour. I'm gonna have some food.
Number 4, we got Dust Sail Void. Ooh. That sounds really cool.
Dude, look at that. That has a really interesting, almost reverse of what you typically see for video retention when you're scrubbing there. Did you see that? Kind of shows the video retention. It gets more and more towards the end.
I wonder how much it
That's
changes
the
towards
retention? I didn't know that. I thought that's just the volume of the clip.
No, that's what people are when they check. It reflects what most people watch of the video, right?
Yeah. That's like the opposite of what you usually see.
Are you guys serious?
What?
Really?
Hold on.
Thought that
Explain
was
to me
volume.
exactly what you were just saying right there, because I have no idea what you're talking about with this
Like-
video retention.
The most reviewed parts of the video.
Yeah, how do you know?
That's
This
right
little
here.
gray
is-
area. Are you sure?
That's what I assumed. I don't know.
I always
that's
thought
what
that
it
was
is.
just how much of the video had loaded at that point.
No.
No, we're talking
no,
about the
that's
gray part
the
above
little
it.
gray bar
No,
on
we're
the
talking
red.
about above it. Like, you see that little how
see.
that line gets thicker and thicker?
Oh shit! I didn't notice that
Like
before.
like
What
the
the fuck?
second half of the song must be really good.
Everyone listening.
People just keep
Hold on,
replaying it.
That
guys.
exists.
For
Yeah,
everyone,
it's
exists
it's
on our
fairly
videos too. Is
recent.
that on every video? My mind has now been blown. I have no idea what to do with my life.
1 second. For everyone listening, what we're talking about is on YouTube, the videos, and you can go through the time, and there's a bar where it has a loading, but then there's a bar above that, which we're debating if it's when people
Audience
check
retention.
audience retention or whatnot. So, for those of you listening,
Because usually the highest retention will be at the very beginning of the video because everyone starts from the beginning. So that's
Right.
really weird.
Yeah,
that's
Some
really
videos
weird.
don't have
Now
that.
I'm going to be
Is it
looking
'cause
at
nobody
that
watches
for
them?
everything.
No one.
Number 3, flashback. Let's see. Let's see if this theory. Okay. So does this one make sense? I'm about to play more than 5
Maybe
seconds.
I am completely wrong.
I think that's it. Someone has spikes. This one
Anyways,
shows that they listen to it, they hear a little bit, then they move on to the.
Oh
back to
yeah,
see
I
what
suppose
it
there
does.
is a huge spike
see
at
what
the
it does.
beginning.
this is Vondi. Yeah, this one actually has a spike. Here, let's check it out. Let's go to Ryan Mears' video. Let's see it when people watch his video.
It's just gonna be a solid line.
We'll go to the family one.
What's up,
Let's
everybody?
see.
We're doing something a little different tonight.
You don't have a line, sir.
There's nothing there. I don't have that either.
Maybe it's too new.
Nobody's watching your video, dude. I don't know. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Like the video was
I
just
feel like
posted
it
this
would-
morning, right?
Maybe it has something to do with.
Yeah, but I feel like you would figure that out like based on percentage, right? It's not about total views.
Right, this
that-
one-
Okay, here we go. Here we go. There we go. So everyone liked
Oh!
this part of Ryan's
Look at that.
video.
Is this Ryan dancing?
This is what everybody
Is that the
liked.
spot it
This is
is?
an old one.
Oh, shut up on Konami speaking.
Yeah. All right. Back to the top 10, guys. Number 2, we got One OK Rock. And number 1, still holding strong, and I got a little fun fact on this one, is Otto. Damn it, I keep fucking that up. Am I saying it right?
You pick
I think
one
it was
way and say that
Otto.
way.
Otto. Anyways, I just
Somebody
found
coulda
out.
said, I think.
Guess who plays bass for this? Shout out to
You.
who told me about this. It was Light Fight or Fight Light. I'm sorry if I messed up your name, but thank you for sending me the message. Uichan. Uichan from Maximum Hormone plays bass.
No way.
Yeah. It was in the credits. He's like, yeah, they credit them in the thing, and I looked at it, I'm like, holy shit. So that's actually him on bass. So I
Nice.
thought that was pretty damn cool. So yeah, and it was like right in here. Yeah, look at Uichan, Maximum Hormone. I was like, what? So I thought that was pretty cool.
Cool. See, they're all working together, man. This is why the fans got to come together too. All the instrumentalists out there, they're already together. They're partnering up. They're collabing. They want the scene to grow as a whole.
Yeah. Rosie, you have to go to Ryan's video for the Unleashed reaction to see that.
Yeah, I guess
See
it's over.
what?
You have to have
Oh,
a certain
Ryan
amount of views
dancing?
before that comes in.
Okay.
Yeah. I just went
Oh,
back and
really?
watched. It's like over 100K. It looks like you can actually like see these graphs. I'm looking at other ones. I don't
Somebody
see
mentioned
any.
50. Yeah, I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I need to be more courteous of our audio listeners. I meant you have to go watch Ryan Muir's reaction to see him dancing to Unleash.
There
Yeah.
you go.
And you know what?
Otherwise, that would make no sense.
And I forgot about something completely, guys. I forgot about that thing that we're going to start doing, and we'll do it right now. So that's the end of the podcast, guys, though. That's all the news for today. And we're now
We're
going
going to start ending the podcast?
Hold on. Now we're just going to talk with the chat. So remember, we forgot we were going to do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
The last
I'm going
10
to take a
minutes,
quick
we're
pee
talking for
break.
chat. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Make sure if you want to support the channel further, check out our Patreon where we have group reactions. Champ, you want to tell them what else? Because I think you're working on a battle thing, and we're wondering when that's going to be launched.
Oh, yeah.
What's up? Yeah, man. I am working on this battle thing. It is taking longer than I expected because they have so many goddamn songs. And it takes longer to write things than I was expecting. But yes, soon, very soon. As soon as I can finish it up, tournament bracket, best BandMAID song of all time, and you guys can vote for it over on our Discord, the Guys and Guys Discord. The mods are already aware that it's coming, so as soon as I finish my part, and it'll be up there for you guys to get involved on. We also have Patreon open, patreon.com/guysandguys, where we now do group reactions after each podcast, except for last week where Ryan had to leave, and we're gonna blame him completely for what
Yep,
happened there.
My fault.
But we do group reactions. Today is going to be Unlucky Morpheus, Cadaver / Revadak.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So
gonna be interesting.
yeah, that's gonna be pretty sweet. And we will try to meet up this week at some point to make up for last week as well. But we're also posting some of those reactions over on our channel members page now too. So if you want to become a channel member, you're gonna always do that by just subscribing to us over on our YouTube page, and you get to play with our faces. You get to get extra additional content afterwards and all kinds of goodies. So yeah, join us. Be a part.
Some quick news. Thank you, Mikoto, for bringing it to my attention. So I guess the new Bish video did drop right now, and there's some other songs. We have there's a lot of stuff on here. Femme released a video, Miyavi released a video, Perfume released a video, and I'm not sure what the Rising Sun Rock Festival in Enzo. What is that referring to? Oh, Oral Cigarettes released Bug music video. A lot of
That's a
there's
lot of
so
stuff
many
going on.
songs released, man. There's so many new songs released.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on. It's probably because they're all planning on going on tours and stuff now, right? So
Oh,
they want to
yeah.
release all their new
Boost.
music so that they could play it on the tours.
Yeah.
Good point.
They'd have been doing this much stuff when they were shut down.
All right. Let's say bye to podcast land. But see you guys later.
Adios.
See you. All right.
Bye.
Talk with the chat.
Now we're just hanging with you guys, all
Yeah,
right?
just
So
hanging.
our professional attitudes that have clearly been here every
entire
moment
time.
until now
100%.
Nothing
are
has
going to
changed.
get dropped, and now we're just going to talk to you guys. We're going to converse for a little while.
Yeah, we're not leaving. Everybody's like, bye. No, we're still here.
We're still here.
No, Stan,
We're
you
here
guys
for
got any
7
questions
minutes.
over there?
We're going to look at the chat now. So,
We're gonna
Yes.
look at the chat.
Let me answer Adam. Is there going to be another vote on Patreon for the weekly reaction video? Yes, the votes are coming back this week. We just kind of stopped them for a little while because we were rearranging what we were doing with our Patreon, and we were just picking videos that was going to be simple for us to put together that we knew that people had or hadn't watched and stuff like that. So now that we're actually caught up, we're going to be able to, I'm going to post a new poll tomorrow for all the patrons, and then you're going to be able to vote on that. So by next week, you're going to have your voted on reactions instead of the ones that we are choosing.
Also, hit our like button right now, please. We would greatly appreciate it. And thank you for the
Yes,
record
please.
views today. So shout out to y'all.
Greylock, is Champ ever going to grab his guitar and just rock along with another BandMAID song? Have I done that before? Oh yeah, I did do that one time. The answer is probably not ever again, because I'm so bad at guitar that I don't want you guys to know
Practice.
about that. But now that I've told
You're
you, I
not
guess
bad.
I should,
You're a
you know?
medium guitarist.
You're medium. You're medium.
Someone said that.
Yeah. I don't know if you want that, guys. How much do you want me to expose myself?
Guys, go like our
All of
comment over here.
right.
Yeah,
over on
thanks,
Justin.
Pubes.
Good day to
I'll
you,
hit
one
you
and
up
all.
over
It is
on
I,
Discord.
Justin Hawkins.
We got who's going to the Boston show and where's the after party?
Oh, I'm going there.
I'm going.
Where's the after party? Am I invited?
Hey, Keith Meyer, Hard Bros. Thanks for dropping a comment and reply under that. I don't know who's going to the after party. Who's going to the Boston show? I'll be in the area. I don't have a
Well,
ticket
Wave
for
and
Boston.
Ryan definitely. The Champ definitely not.
Champ definitely not.
Pam doesn't want to see us.
Champ wants to see you in Philly, baby. Champ
Are
wants
there
to see you so
still
he doesn't
tickets?
have to travel further than 45 minutes away.
Oh, yeah. We'll just take two flights and drive for 15 hours.
I
to
mean,
get
I'm
there.
sorry, but you got to understand, BandMAID made this so easy for me. Ultimately, by having one in Philly, one in New York City, and one in New Jersey, they're literally all less than an hour away from me. Why would I go anywhere
Yeah.
else?
Had they had
Good
Chicago
point.
at the start of it, I probably would have just went to Chicago. So I'm kind of
Same.
glad they didn't.
Well, there's a comment from
But,
Mark Martell on here.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
To me,
Is that-
nothing.
Is this on the BandMAID video?
Yeah, it's on the BandMAID video. It said more manifestly than your latest choice of headphones to me. I don't know what he's talking about, but
It is choice. Yeah, I don't know. What he's
Must
talking
be the same headphones Mark uses.
about. There you go.
damn, I was hoping you'd
Dang,
say something
two
about the
people
song.
Rosie loves in one spot.
Tyler says it's full of hooky riffs for me. Are my ears weird? I'm guessing that he's talking about the new BandMAID
Unleash?
song. Yeah, he's probably a little behind on the chat. I you know, that was Alan comment. I don't know, Alan, you want to respond to that at all?
What comment?
Hooky.
Talking about the saying that there was a bunch of hooks in the new BandMAID song, which you seem to not necessarily
You didn't
agree
think
with.
there was.
It's because it's. I mean, you have Psyche singing, and a lot of those hooks get lost underneath. I'm not saying that they're not hooks, but I don't consider it hooks if it doesn't jump out at me like that. The Don Diddy Don Don was the hook for me. That was the hook for the song. That was
Don't most
what I
songs
remember it
only
from.
have one hook? Isn't that like
Yeah. That's
how
the idea.
songs
They're
are
all. How about
structured
this?
most
How
of
about
the time?
this? That's a hook, and the rest are just catchy riffs. I think they're catchy
Yeah.
riffs for sure. They're catchy riffs. I just don't consider it a hook. That's all. I just think that.
I guess
one
it
little
depends
lyric
on
line
what we would describe a hook as, right? 'Cause to
Everything's
me-
made up anyway.
Yeah, I mean, to me,
True,
a hook has
true.
always just meant like the chorus. Like I always think of the chorus
day
as the
to you,
hook,
one
right?
and all.
Because
It
that's
is
the
I,
thing that you
Justin.
sing along to.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that.
See, I think it dies. So I was thinking, I got a feeling. That's the hook for me. You know.
I got a
Oh,
feel. Yeah,
that the Black
that's
Eyed
hooky, that's
Peas?
hooky for sure. I got a feeling.
No, not the Black Eyed Peas.
Sorry.
What else we got here? Did you see about the linkage tour where WeBe Studios Passcodes Management and Passcode is going to open for Passcode Champ?
Yeah.
What's Passcode Champ?
I think
I'm
they're
talking about the
addressing you.
band
Oh,
passcode.
they're talking to
champ.
me. I am champ, aren't I?
Wow.
Grady
is going to
said
open
people are
for
really
passcode
hooked on this
linkage
hook
for-
thing.
Who's?
Oh, happy birthday
I
to
didn't
Bo.
hear either of you just then.
Yeah, I don't really understand that question, Sakim Star.
Keemstar is here?
Sakim.
Sakim Star.
Oh, sorry. Oh, my chat wasn't scrolling for some reason.
Would like a suggestion of other channels to calibrations. Keith, I don't understand that question either, my friend.
Was reading the chat a bad idea?
Yeah, you guys are gonna
Going
have
so
to
well.
use
I
don't
like
even know what's
sentences that
happening.
Well, maybe
understand.
they're probably using a translator and they're not quite sure how
Oh,
to get the
that's
point
true.
across. Calibrations. You mean maybe if it's sites that you can get other good judgments from?
This is the comment part, Teresa. Sorry.
No, I don't know. Keith Meyer doesn't sound like a name of somebody that would require translation for that. I don't know what you mean by calibrations, my friend. Other channels for calibrations.
Bo got married over the weekend. Congratulations to Bo.
Hey,
Bass
Bo.
player for Kami Band and Babymetal, and Kari Band, and a lot of other projects. I'm sure I'm missing.
Sweet.
Yeah, definitely. JW says K-pop does have a lot of hooks. Yeah, that's true. But I also, even just with K-pop music, I would say that the hook generally comes in the chorus. It's like it's a build-up, right? Even more so than like metal or rock with pop music, it is just a slow rise until you get to the hook. That's like the whole first part of the song before the chorus is usually just set up to get to that big drop moment, because you do the tension and the release.
day to you,
It's kind of how
one.
all
It is
pop
I.
music works.
Yeah. Did we get Jeff B5's comment about
Don't think so.
expanding your sweet spot?
What do you mean? You want to read
Says,
it out?
rock has been around 70 years. Many genres have evolved. People like certain ones. BandMAID may be your sweet spot with some songs. Then as you look at more of their music, your sweet spot will expand.
Oh, like you appreciate. I've definitely learned to appreciate more music by listening to BandMAID.
Do you have a lot of sweet
That's what you mean.
spots? You guys have a lot of sweet spots?
Yeah, dude. That's what I was trying to say at the
Yeah,
beginning
dude.
too. Is like, BandMAID was my first Japanese band that I like.
Was that everyone's first Japanese band, other than me?
No.
What
No,
was
I
your
heard
first
I heard
Japanese
Baby
band?
Metal back in 2012 or 13 when they first came out.
Yeah, it's Babymetal for me.
Well, I guess okay.
Nice, some
I
of the
did
hormones
listen
for
to
me.
Poly 6 back, like before BandMAID, but I guess what I meant is like in this particular Japanese scene journey.
Wave is
like,
a giant
all of the-
sweet spot. Sorry. I had to read that comment. It's just too good.
Did Rosie say that?
No, Teresa.
What was it?
C Keemstar, it says I put all the info for Passcode's linkage tour in the news channel and guys store scored. Okay, thank you, C Keemstar. We will bring that up next week on the we'll talk about Passcode's tour next week on the podcast. So
We've
we
mentioned
should
it.
make a
We've
point
mentioned
to
it
do
last
that.
podcast. We've talked about them going on tour and stuff. Was there something
I'm guessing
added
he's
to it?
got new information about what's going on about it.
Nice. I don't even see these comments.
Yeah, me either.
What was everyone's first band? Like Japanese band? Drop it in the comments. What was the first Japanese band you guys ever heard?
Ooh, Scandal. Oh, geez.
Muffins?
Mine was MTH. Waves was BandMAID. Ryan and Champ was Babymetal. Oh,
Nice.
I mean, previous to Baby Metal, I had heard like anime songs, but I didn't know
Yeah.
who was making the music.
Muse.
You know,
Muse
Wait.
isn't Japanese.
Blanzelot? Is there a Japanese band called Muse?
I wonder.
That'd be fun. It's just
I mean,
all
it could be.
caps, different stylization.
Let's see. Is there
Loudness
music?
and the X coming
Gotta
from
check
David
out
Campbell.
Loudness.
So they some people have been watching the Japanese stuff for a
Arkansas?
long time.
Aldius, Extra Pain, Ninganisa?
There is
Yeah.
a Muse Japanese group.
No way.
It's a group. It's a anime song group under the Love Live franchise. Consists of CS from the anime Love Live School Idol project. The group
Oh, I
debuted
know
in
Love Live.
August 2010 and ended activities in April 1st, 2016.
That
final
whole
live.
thing is like a crazy big production with like anime live shows. Like they literally have
No
an
way.
anime, they have live shows, they have like
So it's like Raise a Sweden and
albums. It's like that before.
Bang Dream.
Yeah, it's like that exactly. But they've been doing it for a while. I believe they're.
Nice.
I think Perfume. No, maybe not. I don't want to speak out of turn, but there's a couple groups I've reacted to over on my Patreon, or at least one that's been a part of it before.
Sweet.
Jonah Knife.
All right, guys.
Cool. Does the Pokemon theme count? Yeah, that's the first. That's the first Japanese theme
Well,
song
yeah.
I've heard.
Good question.
Who did the music for Speed Racer? 'Cause that's probably the first Japanese music I heard.
Classics.
I'm not that fucking old. You guys heard of Speed Racer?
Oh yeah, I know Speed Racer. I think
Wasn't
everybody's
there a
heard of Speed
movie
Racer.
in like 2008 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Nice. All right, guys. Well, you guys have a good one. We're going to go do our
All
group
right.
reaction now.
Peace, everybody.
Later, guys.
Time to watch
Thanks for
some
listening.
Unlucky Morpheus over on
How did
Patreon.
everyone find you,
Patreon.com/guys.
Now they're asking questions.
Now they're asking.
Now they're asking.
Too late, guys.
Next week.
Keep that question in your pocket. We'll address it next week.